Mhm. Hello, everybody. Surprise, surprise. Brittany, BRITSMASH is here. Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is exciting. We have been talking-ish about doing this, and finally we got it all figured out.
It's been a few weeks, huh? We've been talking about going
Yeah,
live.
we were like, maybe we should do something. And then it just, whatever. You know, our schedules are so crazy. And I honestly expected when these shows to come back that my schedule would be so hectic I wouldn't be able to do stuff like this. And I'm like, not really, because it's like there's back-to-back airings, but I can just push off the 9 o'clock show till the day after, and then I can just react to it, and then it makes it easier.
Yeah, I was on the same boat. I'm like, I don't think I'm going to have a social life. Like, wait, all the premieres are done. I watched the premieres, and like my other shows already queued up to like post while I'm doing other stuff. So I'm like, wow, I do have time. Wow.
It is pretty crazy, because like I thought with Supergirl and Batwoman airing back to back that I'm like, okay, Batwoman, I'm going to be staying up late. But then Supergirl, she works late, so I have to make dinner. But I got Supergirl done and uploaded before she even got off work. So I'm like, this works out perfectly. Now, she can't watch it live with me, but at least I can get my stuff done and not having this whole thing where I'm up every single night throughout the week, which would be a pain with my schedule. But how have you been?
I've been pretty good. Just watching my show. I don't know why I started doing an accent. I've been doing pretty good. Watching my shows between school and work and new little baby in my family. It's been pretty good. It's been pretty sweet.
I think I saw a post on Facebook about that. I think I did.
Yeah, my little niece. I love her. And I don't know, things are going good right now. I have like a routine schedule set. I'm ahead on like my shows, Patreon, fine, and like everything coming back. All the shows, I had low expectations coming into the new seasons, but with Supergirl, Batwoman, and Flash, my expectations, I'm like, shit, here we go. And I'm like, okay, they exceeded my expectations.
I mean, we'll dive into each individual show, but I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with what we've gotten so far. Like, I'm surprised. Right? Like, I was expecting at least one of the 3 premieres to make me go, but man, I'm surprised.
That's what I said. I was like, one of them is going to be stupid. One of them is just going to be like, no.
Yeah, and by the trailers, it looked like Batwoman was going to be the one that would be all the controversy, but I will say, yeah. Now, most intriguing thing is the second episode. That's my thing.
Yeah.
Because you can have a great premiere, whether you're premiering the very first episode or, like in the Flash's case, the 6th season premiere. But it's all about how do you execute the second episode? Because you can bring the people in, but what are you going to do afterwards? Like, what's your game plan? Let's see here. Ooh, let's see. Comics United. See here. See, I was telling her about this. There, see, pop up on the screen there.
Oh my god, this is so cool! I love how like this setup is.
It's awesome.
Flash is the best show ever so far. I will say of the shows that have premiered thus far, I think Flash was the strongest. Not to say that Supergirl and Batwoman were bad. They honestly, I liked the premieres. Honestly, I'm liking season 5 for Supergirl a lot more than season 4. But the Flash one was the one that I was mostly like, okay, here we go. And with that ending, I'm like, whoa.
I mean, I'm sitting there going like, okay, we have a new showrunner for the Flash. He's gotta step it up, because season 4. Season 5, a little better, but I mean, we had a guy. Gonna do this. Grit his teeth. What he did the whole time.
I hated him.
Wait, what was her name? His niece. Oh God, what's her name? Do you remember her name, honey? Oh, she can't hear me.
Oh crap! What was the name? It was
Gracie.
Gracie,
we're gonna do this, Gracie.
I will avenge you,
there was
Gracie.
One part, I was sitting there editing the reaction. It was one episode where it's in her head. Nora's in her head. So she's
which time?
Well, multiple, but it's the one where it's Cicada and then before Cicada version. So he's like standing next to himself.
Exactly.
The Cicada version was like, "Oh, the metahuman's gonna die," and he held that die out, and it was like over the top.
He's holding the dagger, and he's like, "Every single one of them will die."
It's like,
I'm like,
but you're also metahuman. And then of course she kills him. Like, she just goes, get out of here. Like,
I mean, I didn't think Grace was a big step up.
Yeah. I honestly thought that whole thing where they're building up, where they're all in Star Labs, which, by the way, it felt like season 4, season 5, they're always in Star Labs. Every single scene. When they're building something's coming and busting through the window, I thought, oh god, it's Godspeed. But no, it's just another Cicada. Like, what?
And do you listen? He was my favorite villain. Godspeed, out of all the Flash villains, he's my favorite. So when I saw the white streak, I freaked out, and they're like, "Wait, it's not even him." I'm like, and I said it at the end. I'm like, why do they? Godspeed is such a good villain, and like, I feel like at this point now, with how they've been handling him, with like the copycat and. No offense to Nora or anything, but when she was defeated him after just getting her powers, like, I don't know, I feel like they diminished the power that Godspeed has in the Arrowverse specifically. And so I'm like, if they were bring him back, it was just gonna be like not good.
And then they brought in one of his powers. And I'm thinking, people are taking that scene out of context, the yelling. When Barry asked him, like, who are you, blah, blah. And I'm like, come on. Just, people are taking that kind of like, oh, it's so cringy. I'm thinking, well, they explained it that they don't speak. These duplicates, they don't speak.
Yeah.
It's just noise.
As soon as he didn't speak, I was just like, oh, okay, so it's not him. Like, and then I did see, too, that some people were reading into it, and I was just like, huh. I mean... When Godspeed comes, I feel like they need to do him differently than how they've been showing him. That would be the only great way to do it, but it sucks because they already name dropped him and they already know what his like identity is. So it's like, how do you bring him in?
Well, I would think that if he is the back half villain of season 6 after Crisis, then the whole thing, if we've never been introduced to this villain before, as they've been hinting at for the back half season, they could easily say it's Godspeed, because the timeline could shift to the point where it's a different person's face, because we saw his face. We saw the guy in the Flash Museum, so they could easily say, well, it's the same person, but we haven't met this one, and they cast somebody who's actually, because that was a stunt double for Zoom. Yeah. So, yeah. No, I like this question a lot. What are you looking forward to for Crisis? I mean, everything. There's
too much. It's going to be so huge.
I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't know how they're going to pull this off. It feels like it's going to be so much that I don't know how they're going to fit it in 5 hours.
How are we going to confirm? Because, like, we have, for sure, Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, Legends.
Yep.
Did they confirm Black Lightning was part of it, but is his episode going to be into it too?
No. He literally, I think it was 2 days ago or something, he was on the Wave Rider, chilling. And it's really weird because, like, you know how, whoever's like flying the ship sits in that middle chair with the controls. He was sitting in that as a little loop video. He was controlling it, and you see Barry and a bunch of other random people that are just crew members standing, and then you see Keenan Come Superman, Brandon Routh in the back too. It's so bizarre. I'm thinking, I think the Monitor literally is just going to bring in all of these exterior heroes that are just going to be popping in. Like, he's just going to bring them through a portal. There's not going to be an explanation, because if you saw the season 6 premiere, which if you're here, you should have seen it if you're watching this. He clearly says, what?
Sorry, I need to highlight this.
Okay.
Can I highlight it?
Can you? What is it?
I can't.
What is it?
No, I can't. I'm trying to correct someone. I'm Brittany, not Brittany.
Oh, okay. Prometheus. It's Brittany. It's
the Brittany. Curse of Twins.
It's okay.
The Curse of Twins. But anyway, sorry, continue.
He said that specifically this Earth is going to be defending the multiverse. So everything takes place on Earth 1, I'm guessing. Right. Unless we're going to be cutting to different Earths, showing the Monitor or Oliver picking heroes up when Crisis starts.
God, I
And
need to
then
watch Black Lightning.
I don't know if his show is going to be directly tied in. Like, I don't know if the Monitor is going to show up on his show. I mean, I would think they'll just bring him over when Crisis starts in the first episode or something. And then they won't have to really explain everything. They'll just have him out on a random street because, I mean, he's the only one confirmed so far. There's no one else part of the cast that's confirmed. So it might be him on a street fighting somebody in a warehouse or something, and then the Monitor just drags him and pulls him in and explains along the way, dude, we got some shit going on.
Do you remember that episode? Well, you might remember the episode. The first ever Supergirl Flash crossover. In the Flash episode, it was literally him going through the portal, and then he comes back out like nothing.
Yeah.
But it would, like, on the Supergirl episode, it's like, whoa, I'm here. And then it gets explained on his end, and then he comes back in, but then it's never addressed on
like
Flash.
He really comes through by accident to her Earth, which is so convenient, by the way.
I don't know how Jefferson would do that, but...
Yeah. But I mean, like, so Barry came through by accident, saves Kara, of course, because plot purposes. And then they just make it work. But my issue is that when he came back through after being gone for like a second or whatever, he didn't explain like, oh yeah, it was kind of weird. Like, he didn't go, yeah, I met an alien and she had this S on her chest and everything. It's like, no explanation, just keep moving forward. Just move on past it.
Exactly.
That was my issue. But I mean, I think that
mine too.
I think that Monitor, it'd be crazy if Oliver went and got him. Like, during like the last episode before Crisis, we see Oliver the last scene, Oliver goes to another Earth and it's him pulling in Black Lightning. That'd be crazy. That would be
so fucking crazy, but it would make so much sense, but it's going to be painful. It's definitely going to be painful.
For sure. I like this one. Do you think we'll ever see Green Lantern? Lantern. I don't know about Green Lantern. I'm not going to be surprised if we see John Diggle as Green Lantern from another Earth.
That would be so fucking good. Like, they said it last episode. He's like, "You're not wearing your ring." I'm like,
I freaked out. I'm like, are you kidding me? You can't just drop that and then just move on. And
so good.
Diggle's like, the fuck are you talking about? Like, dude, because you're John Stewart. Because he said John. He didn't say John Diggle.
Yeah.
He's John Stewart on Earth 90. That's so crazy. It's set up. I love it. And the fact is, I mean, I'm assuming you saw that they confirmed Lila, her role in Crisis.
I did see that.
It's like, we've been building this thing for almost 10 years. They had Lila as Harbinger. It's planted. It's been waiting this whole time. So with him being John, because he's a brand new character created for the show, is that also another plan for him to be John Stewart from another Earth? Because, I mean, they
kind of just handed it to us.
They did, and we're going to feel like idiots for not noticing it.
Yeah, like, I feel like if I don't see that, it's going to be like, and it would be cool to see Green Lantern kind of done more justice. I mean, Ryan Reynolds did the best he could with what he got, but, like, at the same time, like, it'd be cool to see him in this context live action and Jon Stewart version, no less.
Yeah. And the fact is, too, besides the animated shows that had Jon Stewart, it's always been Hal Jordan as the main focus of Green Lantern.
Exactly.
So, I mean, they're probably not, like, the rumor is they're going to touch Jon Stewart in the movies. But are we ever going to see that movie? I don't know. Like, we've heard about it years ago and there's still nothing. So, yeah, give him the ring for the crossover. And this is another version. You don't have to give it to Diggle proper, but give it to another Diggle, another John, and just have him being in the suit. And yeah, sure, if you want to kill him off just so that the character rights are not going to be held by CW, because the cost will be over the top. They could never handle that as an ongoing thing. But at least give us this, because we have been saying it since season 1. He should be Green Lantern. That'd be awesome.
I've honestly been saying it since season 3, but that's just me.
Well, I mean, he was the driver at first, so I mean, understandable, because we didn't know. Someone pointed this out too about the Monitor at the end of the season 6 premiere of Flash. He said that the Flash must die. People were saying, well, what if he's not being specific? He's saying it, but he's not saying. He didn't say Barry Allen. He said the Flash.
The Flash.
It could be Jay Garrick.
It could be.
It could be another version of Barry from another Earth.
like the John Wesley Shipp version comes
Earth
back
90?
and
Oh man,
yeah.
that would be so crazy to have the guy who like
in his 90s show come back and he's the one,
and he sacrifices himself, and like you see you see the end of that Flash, you see the end of his journey. That would be so ridiculous.
That'd be poetic. My thing, I thought about it, and someone made this suggestion. Sorry, one moment. I think I'm echoing. No, it sounds like I'm echoing.
I don't think so. I'll put headphones on just in case.
Sorry.
It's all good. I'm not noticing an echo, but then again, all I'm hearing is you. Let's see. Did that fix things? Do you hear an echo?
No.
No, you're good? Okay, we're good. Okay.
Cool. Sorry.
Okay, it's all good.
So my thing was, I thought about this after I watched The Flash with what I was thinking about what he said, and then I read the comment sections, and someone else had the same thought as I did. Don't know your name, but thank you. When he went into the black hole at the end of his episode, he came out. What if he came out different? It's a stretch. It's a stretch. Someone was like, oh, he came in, when he went into the black hole, he came out, like, how did he, well, like, for one, my only reasoning with it is, like, how did he find the suit? It's a black hole. How the fuck did he go back in and find the suit?
Yeah, how did he find Nora's suit? Well, he went through space.
Exactly.
I don't know. And my thing was, too, I pointed this out, I'm like, okay, that version of Nora became XS with that same suit that Iris wore. Okay. Easily, the different version of Nora they're going to have in the future is probably going to have a different suit. It doesn't have to be that exact one. She can become XS without that suit. Just saying. But it's a sentimental fact that her mom wore it when she was a speedster by this whole thing that transferred powers over and everything. But not necessarily that suit doesn't have to make her XS. It could be a version of her father's suit. Like, you know how we had Jesse Quick?
Yeah.
Same thing. It could be a suit like that. It doesn't have to be like close to her father's design. It could be. She doesn't have to go completely different.
My reasoning too, I'm still holding out for the Tornado twins. I want Iris to be like, yo, Barry, we have twins. Like, I'm still waiting.
She like sits there.
I'm still waiting.
In the middle of finding Anti-Monitor, Iris rolls up. Hey, Anti-Monitor, 1 second. Barry, come over here, and he comes over. He's like, I'm having twins. So you gotta live.
You need to live. I'm having two. Because I do think Nora was like a good character. She just caught me off guard because I was expecting it to be Dawn.
And like they pull that twist where she reveals I'm one half of the twins. Like what everyone suspected, like they kept playing coy. Well, we're not going to tell you who this girl is who keeps popping up in season 4.
I know, and I'm like, that's definitely Dawn. There's no fucking way it can't be Dawn. And she's like, my name is Nora Allen. I'm like,
now wait, I'm trying to remember. I think in the comics, Nora Allen, I think was the daughter of Barry and Jessica Cruz.
Yes.
From Green Lantern. Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm thinking when they announced her name's Nora, I'm thinking, oh, wait a minute.
We had this conversation. We thought that she was mad at Iris because I was like, that's not your mom. I remember that conversation from last year when we went live.
Yes. Because I'm thinking, man, if this is that explains it, why she's mad at her mom, because it's not really her mom. Because they could easily explain Jessica Cruz died in Crisis or something down the road kills her, and then Iris has to just raise her.
And then like with like this new like timeline that could have been erased, they're like, boom, done. But like, and also it could have introduced the lanterns. It would have been great. But I don't know.
Now, the thing too, people are assuming that the Monitor, because that conversation's still going after it goes to credits in Flash, because apparently Flash is going to get some sort of deal or something like Oliver had a deal. And so they're saying that Oliver and Barry are going to find out that they both have deals with the Monitor, and they're not going to handle it well. I'm like, well, of course not. This guy's running around telling Oliver, dude, we're going to pull you from your family, and you got to go do my bidding. And then he's telling Barry, the Flash has to die.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's bad.
I don't know. It's gonna be tough because it's like the way that he was going about it's like the Flash has to die. He's like, but then it's like when Oliver finds out, he's gonna be so mad because that's what happened. The last crossover, he literally made the deal so he and Kara wouldn't die.
Mm-hmm. Well, I
And
think
it's
the
like,
deal he might have made was to save the day in Elseworlds, but
mhm.
also he sacrifices himself because I don't think I don't think Oliver dies. He's in paradise or whatever that thing's called, where heroes go to basically live in limbo forever.
Yeah.
Because Felicity was taken to him, and I don't think Felicity killed herself. I think that because I think once you enter paradise, you can't leave. So I think
Yeah.
Oliver makes that deal. Barry doesn't die, and then Oliver goes to paradise.
Yeah, I could see that. I think that's where she's just waiting, or it's like she thinks that he's waiting for her. That'd be a
Mm-hmm.
nice kind of like ending and wrap up for them. It's just, I don't know. It's just the deal.
Mm-hmm.
The deal's tough. I think. I don't know. I don't know how to explain that one. It's just hard.
I like this question. Hope speedsters still exist after Crisis. I think yes. We'll still see speedsters. I
Well,
think.
because technically Wally's still out there, Jessie's still in her Earth, but she's out there unless they come back for Crisis. I don't know. I haven't heard if Wally was going to come back, the actor, or anything. He's one of my favorite speedsters, but
He is returning.
he is.
Not for Crisis. They've confirmed he's not in Crisis. I think what
Shit.
they're going to do, because as we know in Crisis, they destroy the multiverse. It's just one Earth, single.
Yep.
I think what they're going to do, one or two things. The second one is more bonkers, and they might do it based off how they teased a certain character in season 5 of Flash. One, they're going to destroy most of the Earths, and they're going to combine most of these Earths into one. There's still going to be a couple out there in the multiverse that are saved for future exploration for stories. Okay. Or they'll destroy all of them, except for the main one.
Right.
The other option is this opens up the Dark Multiverse with Red Death. And the fact they already teased Red Death tells me...
They did tease Red Death.
Dark Multiverse is coming. It is coming because you can't have Red Death without that. Because
exactly.
you can change it's not Bruce Wayne. Okay, fine. You can have it be anybody else. But in order for you to properly tell that origin without being Bruce Wayne, you have to have a Dark Multiverse. You can't just have somebody put on a suit that looks like Red Death and then give them a completely different origin. You can, but people will hate you for it. So Dark Multiverse is so simple. Because I bet they're going to tease that in Crisis. I bet the Monitor's going to say it, and it's going to be a situation where once Crisis is complete, the Dark Multiverse might be the next crossover.
The Dark Multiverse would be a great next crossover. Plus, I feel like, I don't know, if they opened up the Dark Multiverse now, but then they wait for like a year for it to come out, like it opens up still other possibilities for the other shows. Like, for example, Negative Flash. If he's going to go up against Bloodwork, how is he going to do that? What if he turns into he goes Negative Flash when he comes back? Could also be a consequence of him coming back from disappearing. You never know. I'm just throwing shit out there.
The fact that they confirmed the first 3 episodes is airing in December and then there's a holdout for the last 2 in January, that tells me, I think the 3rd episode is that December 10th date. So I think Barry does die, but the back half of the 2 episodes is saving Barry.
And then you're going to make us wait 2 weeks to do it.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to make us wait quite a bit. Now, I've been seeing this a lot. I don't know how you feel about Kevin Conroy as live-action Bruce Wayne, but I've been hearing some interesting things. So Kevin Conroy at a panel a couple weeks back said that he went to Canada to do this basically CG thing or whatever for his body. Like basically it's used for CG and it's also used for making suits because John Wesley Shipp confirmed at a panel 2018 after Elseworlds, he was asked about the making of the Flash suit from the 90s again for Elseworlds. And the same thing he said, Kevin Conroy said about this thing where you have to go into this room and they basically get your whole body scanned to make the suit so that they have the exact proportions. The fact that Kevin Conroy did this tells me he's going to be in a version of a bat suit. Probably not Batman, but something specific. I think he's going to become Batman. That's what I think he's doing.
I think that would be amazing if he did that. I feel like it would be the best. It would be the best decision for it too. Like if you're gonna have any live action Batman, make it Kevin Conroy. He's done so much just for the character in general. Like all his voice acting. You can't go wrong. He's fucking Batman. And the
he's
fact that
he's gonna do the voice. He's gonna do the voice.
I know it's gonna be so cool. Oh, my geek heart! I don't think I'll be able to handle it.
It's gonna be too much because even though he's older, once that voice comes on, everybody in the room that's there in the same scene are gonna go like a little bit of shiver, like, oh boy, it's Batman. It's Batman.
I can't wait. I cannot wait. For anyone who hasn't had the luxury of hearing Kevin Conroy voice Batman in any sort of animated thing, there's a lot. Look him up. Please listen to it. And if not, as soon as you hear him, like I already when they said that, oh my God, he's doing it, I'm like,
I couldn't believe they got it. I'm like, this is not real. They can't get Kevin Now obviously people are going to go, Mark Hamill Joker.
It's asking a lot.
I don't think it would fit, but I mean, why not? His
voice fits. But it'd be interesting to see him be the Joker, just because he's already the trickster in one of the universes. But then again, I mean, there's multiple universes for a reason. So
I just had an idea. So I don't know what Earth he's from, because everyone's assuming Kingdom Come, same Earth as Kingdom Come Superman, because he's that version of Batman. Whatever. They could have a small little sequence. Bruce Wayne, Batman, in an interrogation room. And he's talking, and all of a sudden it cuts to a behind shot, and you hear the iconic Joker voice, Mark Hamill, and then he's sitting there, kind of makeup, kind of in the dark. You don't really see too much. And then after a minute or so, we continue on with the story, but just have that little moment would be just
that little moment will be good enough for me. Honestly,
and it's also,
he doesn't need to be in it a lot. If that little moment happens, I'd be content.
It's a call. It'd be a reference to, of course, the Killing Joke where they had that interrogation, but also the Dark Knight, and just have that. This is the Batman and the Joker doing this little scene, live action. Finally, if only.
Not to mention, we got all the Supermen. Back to Brandon Routh. That was the
Tom Welling.
Oh my God. Okay, let me just say, Brandon Routh, I'm kind of partial to him because it's going to be really bad. He was the first Superman movie I've ever seen. Okay. The live, out of all the live actions, because at that time, I didn't really get into it. When did Superman come out? It was 2006? 2006. About that time, I was watching Teen Titans, because that came out 2004 or 5, and then I was watching Teen Titans, and Brian and I always talk about that's the show that got us into comics in general anyways. So then we're like, oh, look, a Superman movie. So we went and saw that one, and I liked it. And then I saw some things that were wrong with it. But Brandon Routh was really, really cool. And then I fucked up because all of season 3 and my reactions with Becca when we were watching Arrow, we kept calling him Clark Kent, but it didn't click in my head he would actually played Clark Kent. So I just kept calling him Clark Kent. I'm like, fuck you, Clark Kent. Clark Kent looking ass son of a bitch. Fuck you, Ray. And I'm like, wait.
It's crazy because before the Atom, they were going to try to get Blue Beetle, Ted Kord.
Oh my God. Well, they mentioned Ted Kord already. They mentioned him in season 6 of Arrow.
They mentioned him throughout all these years about Kord Industries, but they went to Warner Brothers. It's during the season 3 panel of Arrow at Comic-Con. And I'm surprised this video exists, but they asked, well, we wanted to get Blue Beetle. We said no. So we said, well, can we get the Atom? And so they said, sure. And so they gave it to them, and then they got Superman. And then he was like, then the person on the panel said, is he going to are they going to say he looks Superman or whatever? And no. But now we got to the point where he's playing another Superman, and he's playing the iconic Kingdom Come. And he's and people are look how much better the suit is compared to Tyler Hoechlin's. I think they both look good. And I like how they're both different, you know?
That's the thing. I like both suits. I'm glad that we get, as of right now, 3 different Supermen in this crossover. Everyone loved Tom Welling. Personally, I really love Hoechlin. I'm biased, but I did love his version of it. And then Brandon Routh's version, all 3 of them having 3 different sides to Superman. That doesn't make one more than the other, I don't think. I think that they all tell different stories, and each Superman has been through different shit. You know what I mean? Tom Welling, we watched him grow up watching that show and how he became Superman with Brandon Routh.
He did was open up.
I know.
So, I mean, it works.
And then you have Tyler Hoechlin, who's more Like he's more hopeful than the other two.
Yeah.
I think that'll be a good like contrast. I think
Well,
it'll be cool.
I like the fact that if you look at the suit colors, like when they stand next to each other, and there's one picture of them standing next to each other with the suits on. The color schemes are very different too, not just like with the S's, but I like the fact that their blues are different, so that they don't look kind of the same. And honestly, think the fact that they're bringing back once again Tyler Hoechlin's Lois Lane, Elizabeth, I forget her last name.
Yeah. And Tom Welling's Lois Lane.
Erica Durance. And Erica Durance was confirmed for multiple episodes, so I think Tom Welling is confirmed for multiple episodes as well. I think that with them bringing back Tyler Hoechlin's version of Superman again, along with his Lois Lane, and the fact
oh my God, we get four.
What?
Last we saw a year ago, she was preggers.
Oh yeah, well they confirmed that we're gonna see a baby. So I mean, yeah,
Superboy, we're gonna wake up.
Super Sons.
Super Sons. If Super Sons happens, I swear to God.
Here's the interesting things too. Titan's version of Superboy is the clone version, right?
Yes.
This version is his actual son.
Exactly.
So technically, they can do that because it's not the same character.
Exactly.
It's two different versions. And I honestly think that they're setting up a Superman show. That's just my theory. They've been the fact that they had Superman, then they brought back Lois Lane. Now they're introducing their son. And then they introduced Lex Luthor. I mean, there's a lot.
Can we just talk about John Cryer for a second? He did so great as Lex, in my opinion.
Yes.
Yeah. I was so hesitant. Like, you're from 2.5 Men. How are you going to be Lex Luthor? Oh.
Exactly. I was really skeptical. And then when they had that first image of him and he was in prison and I'm seeing the beard, I'm thinking, nah. He's bald. Nah. Then that trailer dropped. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, I'm not one for trailers. I usually try to get surprised. I'm like, I don't mind certain things.
I was so skeptical. My friend Logan, who comes over here from time to time, he's in the movies. He told me to watch it, and so we watched it together. And then when the actual episodes aired with him, oh yeah, he's definitely not what I expected at first, but he definitely is Lex. More eccentric at times, and I think he's going to have a major role to play. The fact that the Monitor went out of his way to save him or bring him back.
Because he doesn't want mankind to die. He just wants to beat Superman. He is the man of tomorrow.
He wants Kryptonians to go bye-bye. But,
and all these Kryptonians, I can't wait. I just want Lex in a room with all these Kryptonians, like Superman, all the different Supermans and like the baby, and with Supergirl, like he's going to flip his lid and just...
The fact that we're getting Huntress from that Birds of Prey show is ridiculous. I just remembered that.
I didn't know that. Oh my God.
You didn't?
No!
Yes. They confirmed that over a week ago or 2 weeks at this point. They're bringing her Huntress from Birds of Prey, the show, into the Crisis. And the fact they announced it so early tells me she's going to have an actual part to play. It's not going to be a cameo. Because I feel like if they're not announced, it's going to be a cameo hidden.
Yeah.
But the fact that they announced her, I mean,
this shit is gonna be so fucking huge.
It's gonna be weird, and people are saying, is Burt Ward from 1966 Batman and Robin? Is he playing Robin, like an older version? But I don't know.
With Conroy, like with Conroy's universe, maybe on his Earth, but on his own Earth.
I think that he'll talk about the fact that Adam West's Batman passed away. I think if they're doing that, it's not confirmed who he's playing, but he's going to be popping up, which is pretty exciting.
If they brought a Robin in, I would lose my shit. Like, bring in the Titans, but I don't think that'd be too much. That'd be too much.
The voice of Lex Luthor from the cartoons, Clancy Brown, who does Krusty Krab as well, and he played the General in the Flash, the one with Gorilla Grodd and all that.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. They should bring him as a Lex Luthor. That'd be awesome because his voice.
Ooh,
so
good.
Sour Tea puts OMG, it's Brit. Yes.
Oh, hi.
Good picture, by the way.
I love that picture.
Oh my gosh. Okay, interesting. Who do you think will be the next big villain? Darkseid, Brainiac?
If they play it smart, they're gonna wait on Darkseid. If they play it smart, they have to wait. If they play it smart, they need to wait on Darkseid. I don't even know. Like, Crisis is just going to be huge in itself. Like,
I wouldn't be surprised if they tease Darkseid.
if they teased him, sure. But I feel like if they play it right, maybe they should wait. Because this is big enough as it is. If you throw in this villain already, he's like, to me, he's like the biggest of the big. You know what I mean? And so, like, I feel like you need to wait. Tease him, but wait. You know? Like, I feel like that would be the smartest thing. That's what I would...
So we got Black Lightning, 3 Superman, 2000s Huntress, Burt Ward, Conroy Batman, Legends, Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, Batwoman. The hype is real. And you missed Tom Welling. You missed the fact that we're getting the guy who basically helped. Because if Smallville was not a success, Arrow would not have happened at all. So
agreed.
It's kind of weird because the Arrowverse started with Arrow, but now it's like, oh, now it's Smallville. But we're going before that with Birds of Prey, so we go back to Birds of Prey. The 90s show of Flash, we got to go back again. So it's like the Arrowverse basically has been going on for decades.
Exactly.
Since we're including these versions of characters into the mix. Oh, yeah. So the fact is, they also confirmed Ryan Choi, the younger Adam. They did confirm that. Yes.
Oh, they did?
Mm-hmm.
I suck at finding, like...
Yeah, from Supernatural. I forget what he's done on Supernatural, but that actor's playing the younger Adam.
I feel like I know that name. Why do I know that name?
I'm not sure.
I suck though. I haven't like seen Supernatural since season 10.
I think our favorite premieres was The Flash so far.
I agree. Flash was intense. Like I think Flash was really good. They played the characters very well. I didn't know how I was going to feel about Cisco not being like Vibe anymore, but I kind of like it. Like it did make sense how he's like, oh, I'm not the. Oh my God, Ryan Choi! Yes, he was. Wait, he's an honor student. He's an AP student. Yeah. Sorry. Okay.
It's okay.
If you're in Supernatural, you'll understand what that meant. Oh, okay. Anyway, he said hi to me at one Comic-Con. It was really cool.
Nice. I think we're both excited for Arrow. It's the last season, going out with a bang.
I'm excited and fucking scared.
It seems like every episode is like a callback to a previous season or a specific episode. Because, like, the trailers are very heavily focused on recreating things for I guess, different Earths.
Yeah.
I can confirm, Juice Demon, that Constantine is in crisis. There's an interesting picture that was posted from a couple of people, which features a pretty big, significant spoiler. And I'm like...
Well, don't say the spoiler. Don't say the spoiler.
I won't say, but the actress confirmed it. And I'm thinking... Okay, so they're just going to confirm, but okay. I don't know.
They'll confirm plot points. Just if people are showing up, that's fine to know. But
yeah, but it's I'm looking at the picture. I'm thinking you're not supposed to be there. I don't know. Oh. By the way, what do you think of this Arrow spinoff that they're trying to work on? I mean, I
like the characters. I think the characters are cool. Will it? I don't know. I feel like it would have made sense if you put the characters on other shows, like specifically like Renee, Dinah, Felicity, and Diggle all on a different show. Like, what if Diggle left and he moved to Central City with Lila? There's work out there. They could be over there. Yeah. If Laurel really wanted to keep going out, maybe she could have her own show. Or, like, I don't know, go to... You see her on Supergirl, or go have her, like, this, like, interesting dynamic. But I feel like the making of a new show, it's fine, but I don't think it's gonna be as, like, successful before, just because of based on the roots that it is. But, like, with the new characters, I think they're great. I love the actors who play the new characters. I think it's just gonna be an interesting challenge. You know what I mean? Like, I still want to watch it, but I just don't know how it's gonna go.
That's going to be interesting for sure. Wow.
My nephew's yelling at me to open the door. He knocks on the door. He's like, I have to wait if he's napping or like preoccupied in order to start like filming. Because now he's just banging on my door. He goes, do you hear? Yes? I'm busy.
That's funny.
I'm his favorite.
Don't tell Brianna. It's okay. It's just crazy because like they have a future character into, well, I wouldn't say Dinah's an original character, but she was brought in later seasons. But Laurel, like Katie Cassidy's wanting to continue, and I'm surprised because they went from killing her off for no reason to bringing her back from another.
I'm still not okay with that. How they killed her off, like there was no fucking point.
I think it's because Mark Guggenheim has no say so anymore. Like he's running Crisis, like he was in the process of doing all that, but he like wasn't the showrunner after season 6. So like he brought Katie Cassidy back, but then Beth Schwartz took over and decided to up her up and brought the redeeming angle, and now it seems like. Because she tweeted out saying, I've been working on this for a bit. So clearly Beth Schwartz is behind this new show and trying to get Katie Cassidy the justice she deserves.
Good. Because she does deserve that justice. And it has nothing to do with, like, anything else. It's just the character in herself. The character of Laurel Lance has been through so much, and to give her that death that she got was bullshit. And then you want to spat on that character, but then, like, bringing her back because I get you were trying to make the fans happy because you shouldn't have killed her off in the first place. And like, how is that fair to the actress? You know,
it's not, because it should have been Quentin, not his daughter, because he's the one who betrayed Damien Dark.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like if there was going to be any traumatic death from that, like that they kept going into the grave, like my thought, like at first I was like, oh my God, it's Felicity. And at that time I really loved Felicity in season 4. And then I would then season 4 was like a huge fucking mess. I don't know. She's redeemed herself. I can say now, Felicity's redeemed herself enough to where I'm like, okay, she's fine. But then, like,
they really screwed things up. So the reason why I brought this up, Brendan, is because the replacement show is going to be that spinoff they're trying to push. Batwoman is airing the same time Arrow is airing, so it's like it's not replacing it. I feel like what they're trying to do is they're trying to expand past the four shows that have been on for a long time. And Supergirl, of course, was brought over for season 2 onwards. So they're just trying their hardest to also have a show that's kind of taking place after Arrow that's with some of these characters, but have other shows that are not directly tied in with these original shows. Because Batwoman didn't pop up on Flash before her show. She was specifically in a crossover event. And so I feel like this upcoming crossover event, you're going to be seeing a lot of characters that have not been announced that are going to be possibly popping up in other shows and potentially leading into their own shows.
Yeah.
So, technically, the girl is BRITSMASH, yo.
Am I the girl?
I guess, because you're the girl.
That's true. I identify as female.
I'm the girl. You know, just saying. Oh my gosh.
Oh, there's just so much to talk about for this crisis.
It's a lot of things.
Yeah. It's a lot. It's going to be a lot.
I'm just wondering
Joker.
I joke around and said after Elseworlds, I'm thinking, guys, what if they do 6-night crossover event? I was pretty close. We're getting 5. So I said, what if they include Black Lightning? And they actually are. I thought that I was just joking.
I thought about you when like they announced it, like, guess who's here? I'm like, oh, like, yo, Chainsaw.
Well, you know. How's the ghost? She's doing great, Radical. Thanks for asking.
I will not be reacting with fandom reactions, only because not because I don't love them. Obviously, I love them. So technically they're behind per se on reactions. They went through a huge binge where Brie, last time I talked to her, she was about to watch the season 4 finale of Supergirl, so she's not too far behind. And the same thing with Arrow and Flash. They got like caught up, but the thing is, they're still like on episode 15 or something on each show right now, and they're still only posting weekly. They're gonna do live streams for their reactions, but then they're gonna hold on to that film footage till like after, because they're not rushing to get the things out, which they shouldn't. They're busy. So if I were to film with them, either like I would have to wait for their episode to be popped up so then I could post it, or like then it would look weird if they reacted with me and I posted on my channel and they're there, but it's like, wait, you didn't post a reaction to these episodes, what's going on? And like,
yeah,
I feel like it'd be too complex to try to do that, which is fine. I have no hard feelings. We talk about the shows anyway.
I'm actually a little ahead on Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood and Korra ahead of what's already released, because of
Same.
these shows, and so like I have to like remember, okay, what have I already rendered out as full reactions for Patreon? Then I gotta go over here. So
Oh no, same. Like there's so many shows I already finished. Like Agents of Shield, I already finished the series. Cloak and Dagger, I already finished the series. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, I already finished the series. They're all already on Patreon, so I'm just like editing them weekly. So it's a stress reliever. It's a stress relief. I've been busy.
Yeah, I mean, literally, I wish if I didn't work full time and had a part time job, I would be way far ahead. But this full time job's a nightmare. But I wanted to bring this up because David Crabtree, who made me this amazing shirt. Yeah.
I love that shirt.
We have other. I announced other logos: a Flash inspired logo, Arrow, and Supergirl. Now, about the fact that we're getting a break, I think like it's a cliffhanger. I don't personally like it, but at the same time, they're wanting people to come back because my guess is it's so like everything that happens is such a game changer that they want people to come back the next month because then the show's return soon after Crisis is over. And so they don't want, because I bet there's gonna be some people that watch Crisis, and if they aired it all in December, would go, okay, well, I'm not gonna return because you already seen the biggest event of the year. They want you to come back again, so hopefully you'll stay and continue to watch the shows.
Exactly.
I mean, that's how I think. I don't know. I honestly think it's because there's a cliffhanger, and they're putting so much work, and I bet there's a lot of CG and stuff. They probably won't have time to finish the last two because they might be so big. It might be too much that they need extra time.
Which that makes sense. I'd rather wait. As much as I hate it, I'd rather wait for something to be good than to get something half-assed Sonic.
Oh yeah, that. We're still waiting for the trailer of the new design. I'm
glad. I'm surprised they heard our prayers, but then like at this point, I'm like, okay, good, you're gonna redo it. Now here's the thing: take your time. Like I have no problem. Like no, to be honest, like I'm gonna be honest. No one asked for this movie. Like not a lot of people asked for this live action. Like I personally didn't. If you did, cool. But if you did ask for it, wouldn't you want it to be the best? So like coming from me, like I didn't ask for this movie to be made, but now that it's getting made, I'm like, okay, if you're gonna do this, do it right. Take your time. Big fucking name corporation CEOs who are like, we need to get it out of this deadline. Like, no, fuck you. Let's take your time. Art is something that you cannot rush.
It takes time. Yeah, for sure. Now here's a good question. Now, have you seen The Boys? Now, I watched the first 3 episodes, and
what'd you think?
Well, I had to quit, not because of the fact that I lost interest. It's because my YouTube uploads were getting blocked left and right, and they were not. And I was claiming fair use, and they're like, "Nah, not feeling it." So it was crap, utterly crap. It is what it is.
I want to watch the show, like just in my own free time, like that in Carnival Row at Comic-Con. They had like huge big thing. Like I went through a whole virtual reality for The Boys thing, and like we did that, and like promoting the show, and I liked it, and it's just I don't know. It's just like it looked like a good premise and like what they had to show for it. I definitely want to see it because it's a different take on how they wanted to handle the superheroes in like show context. But I don't know. I was meaning to ask you about that too. Like, what do you think of the show?
I think The Boys is pretty. It's good. I had to stop it because I don't have the time to watch a show on my own that, I'm trying to upload to Patreon early access and to do YouTube, and the YouTube version and blocked, all that kind of crap. So I want to continue it, but I have a sour taste because of how Sony Pictures was basically treating me for not using 10. Like there's people that were using way more than 10 minutes of footage. They weren't being touched. It's not fair. So I'm like, I'm not going to support this. So maybe I'll get to it. Maybe not. Super chat. Thank you very much for the super chat. It means a lot coming from you guys. Batwoman, technically is taking place before Elseworlds right now because of the prototype bat suit, as I call it, which I like the prototype bat suit. I
liked it. I didn't think I would, but I liked it. Like
some shots, the head looks a little too big. Like it's designed like ooh.
In the trailer when I saw it, I'm like, that looks dumb. But then like as the episode going on, like I felt like I needed to warm up to it.
Yeah, when she grappled back up after she like left the room, door locked. When she came up, there's a quick shot. And I posted the GIF, and it's just a shot of her, and the camera's zooming in, and then she does a head turn, and just that shot alone, it's mostly black but it looks so cool on that Gotham backdrop. I'm like, that looks good. And so I'm really excited to see more of that prototype because they had a promo playing and I saw bits of the promo, and they had one shot in the trailer before the first episode, and she drops down in an alleyway on like a big trash thing or whatever, and the way she lands, it looks like Batman lands. It's so cool.
Yeah, I was confused at first, but I'm like, wait, she's not trying to make it known that she's Batwoman. She's trying to give the people hope. Like, if they think she's like, in her eyes, it's like, oh, if they think Batman's fine, things will be normal. But like, you know, and like that's why, like, even when the girl didn't correct the captain when he's like, so is he back? And then she's like, he, and then he's like, what do you say? It's like, no, nothing. It's like, but it's a woman.
Yeah,
and like,
she immediately figured it out. Yeah.
It's like, that's why the suit makes sense. So like that, once I saw like, okay, that's what Kate's going for. She doesn't want it to be like, she's not trying to replace him. She's just trying to keep his symbol of like, alive until she's like ready to put on the red wig and like being like, nah, bitch, I'm a woman. I still kick your fucking ass.
Yes. There's one line that I really like from the promo they had for the second episode. I really wish I didn't see it, but it's a good line and it gets me really excited because I don't even recognize the guy, so I don't know who this guy is. But he's like, "You're not Batman." Like, so you're not like, so if something about Batman is like, "Oh, so you're not Batman," and she's like, "You wish." Like, you wish it was Batman. I'm thinking, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
I
love that.
Okay, so Smalls here, he asked this before, I didn't get to it. I'm sorry, man. But I feel like we're gonna lose some major players in Crisis. It's gotta happen.
I feel like it too. We're gonna lose. I feel like we're gonna lose. Like, if they play it smart, because it's been built up for so long. Crisis. The only way that this will be good is if you kill off major players that make a huge impact on each show. And I have it like planted on my head, so I'm gonna tell you for the first time. I've been thinking about this for a while, ever since like the premieres. If you look at Supergirl, who's the character that if that character died, like, you got to look at characters that would leave a huge impact, like if they died, but also like if they died, they won't completely be like lost without the show, but enough to be like, shit, this character fucking died, you know? And like that's how I felt when I rewatched was it Invasion? No, what was the Else? No, not Elseworlds. The one was before Else. Crisis on Earth X. Mm-hmm. The death of Stein fucking tore me up, but also it made sense. Mm-hmm. You know, looking back from my emotional turmoil, it made sense. So now I'm looking at Crisis like, there's no way you can't get away with this crossover without casualties, with how big it is. So like I broke it down with like TV series hypotheses. Supergirl, Alex. I would hate to, like, you see it now. I said it, and it's like,
the chat's gonna go freaking crazy. What?
I'm like,
well, honey, she's giving theories on who might die in Crisis, and then she goes, Brittany, not me. You're dying. I'm not dying in Crisis. I might die when I see Kevin Conroy, but I'm not gonna die in Crisis. She's like, Alex might die. You can't kill the fucking sister of Supergirl. What kind of bullshit is this?
I don't want it to happen.
I will say it. I'll say this is fucking bullshit.
If they kill her, if she ends up being a casualty, that would break Supergirl.
It would.
But then, like, if you wanted to do something like, I thought, like, there was that moment in season 4 where I thought Jimmy was going to die. I felt like that would hurt. But also, like, I feel like there's more that you can go on it. But at the same time, if he did die, like, I don't know. It's weird. Like, it'd be too soon to kill Lena. Like, she needs, like, some sort of redemption right now.
Oh, God, it hit
with
me.
Where they're... what?
Martian Manhunter. They're going to do it. They're going to kill him. They're going to do it.
Fuck you.
They're going to kill him.
Chainsaw. Listen,
I'm sorry. They're going to have him go out in one last hoorah saving Supergirl. It's going to happen. He's going to stop her from sacrificing herself. He's going to take her place.
If he dies, Jordan, I have your phone number. I will call you. I will call your fiance.
I will expect this phone call.
I will murder you. I will murder you. If Sean Jones dies, I will fucking kill you.
So David says, isn't the actor playing Jimmy leaving the show? He is, but I think he left before they started filming Crisis. He's on Mortal Kombat now. So I don't feel like... Yeah, he's playing Jax, I think. Is that the character's name from?
Oh, wow.
I think so.
Oh, wow.
Chainsaw will die and Ghost will replace him. Yeah, the Ghost will replace me. Okay. So I think Marshman Hunter. You're thinking Alex.
I'm sorry, Alex, but if Martian dies, I fucking know.
Yeah.
And then on Flash, I feel like they won't kill Ralph because like I don't know. I don't think that would leave a huge emotional impact. I mean, I would be emotionally impacted, but like if you were gonna kill anyone major, it would be Cisco.
Yeah, I'm thinking Cisco. I feel like they have a lot. He has no powers. I mean, I feel like Caitlyn, there's still a lot more they can do with her since the way they ended the first episode of the premiere. Yeah, because then
Killer Frost can take over and like come up with her own personality and be like that. I feel like Ralph would be a cop-out if they did. I feel like we need to be more emotionally invested to Ralph. If he did die, I know.
He's finally eventually going to meet his future wife. So
exactly.
It's a lot more. They're not going to kill Joe. Don't you fucking say Joe.
No. Who said Joe? Put him on the screen. Who said Joe?
Sour T said Joe. You little shit.
No. No.
Joe.
Oh, man. Oh, fuck. That makes sense.
Barry loses two dads.
Oh,
Barry loses two dads. Imagine if Joe dies by Reverse Flash for some reason. And so Barry loses both dads by a speedster. Through the back, just like his dad too.
Oh man.
Well, in the newspaper, it also says that that Reverse Flash, before everything starts, is going to fight a bunch of heroes at once. So I feel like the start of Crisis could be the death of Joe, but I don't think they're going to kill Joe. I feel like if you kill Barry's another parent of Barry. It's like, are you kidding me? He cannot catch a break. He's supposed to die anyways. So
no, he's not gonna die. Like if it was like if not Joe, then like it. Fuck. Like okay, because it wouldn't make sense to kill. Wait, hold up. Tom Cavanaugh hasn't shown up yet, huh?
Wait, another Wells. He's coming.
Another Wells? Is it going to be the same Wells? Because Sherlock is gone, right?
Yeah, he's gone. It's another Wells.
A different one now?
Yeah.
Why don't we just bring back Earth 2 Wells?
I love that. That's the best one.
Harry, if he came back, like that would make like bring him back. I love like out of all the Wellses, like bring back Harry. You know.
David, they are saving surprises because apparently Mark Guggenheim's going to hold back surprise cameo. Like you know how when the credits pop up at the beginning and they reveal people's names. He's going to hold them off until the actual credits at the end, so that you're surprised. So
I would definitely appreciate that. Thank you, Mark.
Mm-hmm. Why not Lois and Clark? Well,
which one?
I'm not exactly sure because we got a couple of Lois and Clarks.
Yeah. If they were to kill anyone, oh no. I'm sorry. I just had a flash of injustice. What if Superman, like Tyler Hoechlin's Superman, gets... I know it's different because we don't have the Joker.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was confirmed in Batwoman. He exists. But where is he? Don't know. He's the one that ran off the thing on the bus anyway. Remember the scene in Injustice, in the video game, Injustice 1, where it's Superman. He confronts Joker with Batman. And he's like, Superman was under some sort of mind control and he accidentally killed Lois and the baby.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, please no.
If that.
Now, I pulled this comment up because it's pretty bad too. If they kill Sarah, I will cry.
They can't kill Sarah.
I mean, they could.
What the fuck is the Legends gonna do if they kill her?
I'm just saying. Is it possible for Killer Frost to die, but not Caitlin Snow? Well,
or wait. What if reverse that? What if they killed Caitlin, but Killer Frost lives? She's already coming up with her new identity. Because Caitlin's story is done.
That works. I mean, Caitlin's been on the show since Arrow season 2, before the show started. So
yeah,
I mean,
when they were trying to work on like the crossover and like the show spinoff.
mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Um,
And then there's Arrow. I mean,
yeah, Adam
there's
is good as
Arrow.
dead, maybe. Elseworlds, Clark, the world doesn't need Superman if it has Supergirl. Crisis, Clark saves Kara and takes her place and dies. Oh, Tyler Hoechlin. Oh, come on. He
No,
has a son, you prick.
it would be so like that makes so much sense. But if they killed Tyler Hoechlin, I would lose my oh no.
He's got a point. How would that even work? They share the same body. That is true. That is true.
Okay, save us. Valid points.
I mean,
fuck.
Nora, Ray, and Nate. Now, is Nora? That's the girl in Legends. That's his actual wife, Brandon Routh's wife. Yes. Now, Nora and Ray are both confirmed to leave, and it sounds like they're being written off. They're being forced to leave. They're not. They were being told. They didn't decide this. Now, that's a bummer. But Nate should never have been on the show to begin with. I do not like his character. I can't stand him.
Oh, God.
I know this is a callback, but I have to say it. Cinnamon Steel. That's what he is to me. He's not Citizen Steel. Cinnamon Steel.
You fucking like. I remember you first called Cinnamon Steel. Okay, because like thank you, because I don't like Nate. He's he's a pretentious prick.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'm like it. Oh no, Panther King! No! Oh my God! Chainsaw, do you see it?
Mick, no, come on!
No, if he died, I would lose my shit.
He'll die with a beer in his hand.
Listen. They took Snart away from me. Mick is all I have to remember him by. Okay, so if they took honestly, Legends like of the Legends, the reason I haven't watched Legends a lot, and I told Chainsaw this it's people say but it's supposed to be like the goofy show. It's supposed to be lighthearted and It's like rewatch season 1. Tell me that it was a happy show, because it wasn't.
Shit.
It was serious as fuck. I mean, it had light moments because they got to dress up, but they had so much serious in it too. You had Jax dealing with his father's death in that one episode, and then finally acknowledging that Stein was like a father figure to him. You had the episode where Snart was like, wow, I was abused by my fucking father. You had Sarah, who was gonna kill Stein, but then didn't, and he's like, that's not the real you, and she's like going back and forth on that. You had Rip Hunter. His whole thing was to save his wife and child before the end of the season. End of the season comes. They still died, and you just have this traumatic thing where you think he's gonna give up his life. I was sobbing.
But no.
I was sobbing so hard, and then Snart died. He sacrificed himself for the team. He finally became a hero. He died how Barry saw him, and it's like, you want to sit there and tell me that this is a funny fucking show in the beginning? It's lighthearted, like The Flash, but it also has its dark moments. And when Nate was introduced, at first I was like, okay, that makes sense. He's a historian. He was tracking this. Okay, cool. He became an asshole. He became an asshole.
But they're all a joke now.
I know. They all are a joke. It makes it hard for me to watch it, because it's like, I get there has to be some silliness into some shows. I think that's fine. And it's like, you got to have some sort of dexterity, because then it doesn't make me want to watch the show. Everyone who knows me knows I like things that take more on the serious side. I'm not one for comedy. I love comedic moments. I love a good laugh. But characters, stories don't matter if they don't mean something, you know? It's just
a yawn.
Sorry. I thought you were just mentally screaming Nate, die!
A long day. No, it's like Anti-Monitor shows up and he just finds Nate. Oh, there's the person I was looking for, and then he just kills Nate and then he leaves. Everything's fine.
I laughed so hard. I mean, it would make sense if Nate died, because he doesn't really have a character arc right now. If they killed Ray and Nora because they don't have anywhere to go, that would be such a cheap cop out. But it's no one.
Yeah. So.
I didn't know that. I don't watch the news.
But here's the thing too. If this is true, this is why I can't take the show seriously. They're not gonna seriously kill anybody. It's a waste of time. Why? They're only there because they need all hands on deck for Crisis.
And Crisis is huge. There's in the comic, there was so many casualties.
Based on the CW numbers, which they don't look at, live numbers don't really matter to CW. It's all about streaming next day, VOD, purchasing, whatever. But the only reason Legends was confirmed for season 5, is it season 5? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is because Crisis. If it wasn't for that, they would have been canceled because the show is losing viewers rapidly because the only people staying on are only watching it for the gimmick and the fact that it doesn't take itself
or for
seriously.
their characters, which is like, that's fine. Like, if you watch the show because you miss the characters and they deserve an outlet for their own show, like, I thought that's why Kid Flash went into it. But like, I don't know. It's just I personally don't have any interest to it because it has to have, if it's going to be comedic, fine, but it has to be some sort of story, and the story hasn't been that strong, in my opinion. Granted, I haven't seen season 3, but with how, like, I haven't seen season 4, but with how season 3 left me, it was a chore to watch season 3.
Yeah. And I'm trying to figure out how the hell this guy got the script, because that's a spoiler right there. I don't know how. What if Iris kills Anti-Monitor with a gun? How did you figure that out, man? That is the hugest spoiler in the whole damn thing. Iris West gets
I thought you were being serious real quick. I'm like, she does?
She gets a 44 revolver and just shoots it at the Anti-Monitor, and he dies. How'd you figure this out? The fuck you? Why are you getting scripts at, man?
I thought you were being serious right now. I'm like, she fucking does? No, I was about to go off. I'm sorry, Caesar. No, I like Iris. I mean, wow.
That was funny.
Sorry.
Eric Wallace, the new showrunner, is so far doing a great job. Based off the interviews and the panel, because you can watch the panel from Comic-Con. Finally, I was waiting for days. Someone finally uploaded all of them after Comic-Con. Ooh, were you there at the panel?
Yeah, I was.
Ooh, well,
we were.
Ooh, okay.
We'll have to talk for next year.
Okay.
I'm serious. All right, cool.
Okay. But I like the fact that, like, listening to him talk about his loves for certain things of the Flash than other interviews he did around Comic-Con where he wasn't necessarily shitting on the last 2 seasons, but he was saying it could be better. He's definitely showed up because it felt like a season 1, season 2 episode this past week. It felt good.
Which show?
Flash. It felt like a season 1, season 2 vibe type show. Pun intended for vibe. It felt great. And I honestly have this hype that I've reached after watching an episode going, I haven't felt this in a while. And it's with a villain that for me, I'm all about, speedster villains. But I'm really intrigued about this Bloodwork guy. I really want to see more.
I respect the fact that the Flash is like, we don't want to keep doing speedsters villains, even though I really want fucking Godspeed. But whatever, if you're going to actually bring him in, you better do it right.
Yeah.
But, like, they could do something like, I'm thinking, like, we talked earlier, but, like, okay, maybe if they did, like, Godspeed, it won't be Augustus Hart, like, Augustus. Mm-hmm. I keep calling him Augustus. It's August. I'm gonna call him Augustus. But August Hart, like, they're going to bring him in and at some point, but it might be, like, a Zoom thing where, like, you know that it was supposed to be, Hunter Solomon, but like in the show is actually someone else. I'm okay with that too. It could be something else. You could do whatever. Like whenever you decide to use Godspeed, the real Godspeed, the scary, gonna fucking fuck your shit Godspeed. Fine. But like I like Bloodwork. I heard only a little bit about him, and I had to ask him, like, wait, that's the Bloodwork. He's the guy that, like, with the blood, and then, like, he was born with, like, a genetic mutation, right? Like I came across his name a few times when I read those comics.
It seems like in this iteration he created the mutation.
Yeah.
Without realizing what he was doing. Like, dude, you just took a freaking black market weapon. You took the energy out of it and stuck it in your arm. You're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
That's what you get.
But he's like, I like villains who think they're like, the villains that I love and hate are the villains who think they're doing good but end up doing bad. That's why I hated Prometheus so much, because he felt like he was, like, purging everything. Like, he thought breaking Oliver Queen was going to help things, but it didn't. And he was just an asshole for it but he was good because he had a set goal in mind. He's like, this is my goal. His goal was stupid, but he was so set on it. And his rooting of it is just like, I want you to break because you're a fucking monster just like me. And it's just like, I like villains who their goal, they think they're doing good, but they're bad. So Bloodwork, he's like, I just wanted people to cure cancer. No one has to die. I'm trying to fight for my life. Isn't that what I should be doing? It's like, well, yes, but no. Not like that.
You know.
And, like, I like that this is how he's going about it. So I'm with you. I felt like from season 1, season 2 Flash, I felt that same vibe again. Like their comedy was not too far pushed into our face, but it wasn't so dark like season 3 where it's like, wow, this is intense. It was a good balance in between. I liked season 3. I did too.
I did too.
You and I have just similar tastes.
I brought this up, Brett, because if you go back and watch a random episode, season 4, season 5, doesn't matter. And compared to this episode, there's a major difference. And I'll tell you why. If you honestly, at the end of the day, feel like it feels the same, well, it's only one episode. Understandable. We got to have more time with the new showrunner. But the music felt like it had a purpose in this episode versus the past couple seasons. Because the music, it adds to the scenes. And it felt like they were just laying down random pieces of music during past seasons of The Flash, where it's just like, oh, we need music. We can't have dead air, so just throw something in. It didn't feel like it had any emotion or any layers to the music. This felt like there was a purpose, especially with Flash. That was so good. But the actual music itself, and think about locations. Like 90% of the scenes in season 4, season 5 of The Flash takes place in Star Labs somewhere. They were all over the place in this episode. It felt great to get out of Star Labs for a good amount of time. They freaking went and had a cookout. That is something they would just not do because they're got to be in Star Labs for whatever reason. It's ridiculous. So that's why I felt there was a huge change for sure.
I liked it because, like, for me, I feel like I understand, Brett. Like, I don't follow showrunners. I suck because, like, I don't know, like, the technicality aspect of, like, who's writing for what show now and the different showrunners for each show. Like, I don't pay attention to that. I'm just like, hey, I don't like this season. And for me, I've noticed the trend. Every season 4 of everything has always been...
Yeah. And Supergirl, unfortunately, did at times because season 3 was so good because Reign was so good. I mean, come on.
Okay, so listen. There's a trend. There's like each season, like the season 1 and season 2 of every show so far has been great, right? And then season 3, it's kind of where it's like, okay, they want to go darker. Do they handle it well or do they not handle it well? It's more of like a flip of coin. For me, Arrow season 3, Season Flash, I really liked it. I liked that shit. Like, I liked season 3 of The Flash. Season 3 of Supergirl fucking killed it. I loved season 3.
And the fact that everyone was theorizing during season 2 of The Flash that Zoom is another version of Barry.
Yeah.
Not true. And the fact that they finally did it for season 3 of Savitar. They should have revealed it sooner. That's my only complaint. But I like the fact that it wasn't another Earth Barry. It was a time remnant that he made to fight Savitar. And it's the whole loop where Savitar saves the one because that one becomes him in the future. It's so... the brain just explodes because you're trying to how to process, but I think they handled it pretty well. The only issue is we didn't see enough of him because I feel like they should have just made it sooner. But whatever.
I agree. They should have there were so many moments I'm like, I was getting frustrated. I'm like, fucking show who it is. And I was the stupid one who didn't. I don't want everyone who knows me, I don't watch spoilers or anything. If anyone has a theory, I'm like, don't tell me. Don't tell me your theory. I love you, but don't tell me my theory. I just want to figure it out myself. And don't confirm or deny my theories either, because I like to be surprised as possible. Exactly. So for that one, I was so pleasantly surprised when no one said shit. So when the reveal came up, I'm like, wait, well, what? And then if everyone's like, oh, this is why we don't tell her anything. Okay. And so I feel blessed on the fact that everyone's like, don't say shit to her. Don't say shit.
Mm-hmm. I don't think Hawkman and Hawkgirl are going to return. I feel like especially the actress for
way too bad.
Well, the actress for Hawkgirl, once season 1 was over, there was an interview that came out once she exited the show at the season 1 finale. The interview blankly stated because do you think you'll return to the Arrowverse? She's like, no, I'm done, because her character was written so bad. She's like, I'm done. So
they as good as Legends was, they fucked her character. They fucked her character.
And Hawkman too. They had this whole thing where he's a part of it too, and he's barely in it, and he just dies.
I feel like if they were going to give any redemption to the Hawks at any capacity, I feel like it shouldn't be on the Arrowverse per se. You could bring them onto the DC Universe first. Bring them on there. Bring them on there. Maybe do them better justice there. But listen, they fucked them hard.
Or they could actually do what they teased in Legends Season 1, Thanagarian War. They could pull that.
I totally forgot that was a thing.
A real Thanagarian and not these fake ones that they made up for the show. They could actually bring in real Thanagarians.
That would be great.
Now, this is interesting. how do you feel about Lena playing Kara? And
I'm so pissed.
Dude, she's turning into a villain. She is
I
turning
know,
into a
and it's
villain.
like, and the thing is, that's why I'm like low-key okay with it, because again, I love villains who think they're doing right, and the thing is, I think it's smart that they're finally doing this turn, because you understand why Lena's upset. And it doesn't matter that Kara apologized, because it's like, you have Lena, who is very justified in being hurt and lied to. However, you also have Kara. You understand why she lied to her and didn't tell her who she was. You have two characters that you can sympathize with both sides. Like, honestly, if you stand objectively from the stance, if you take a step back and be like, okay, let's look at it from both sides, you can understand both. But the fact that Lena's like, I'm still so fucking hurt. That's how she was born. That's how she was. And the thing is, Lena doesn't even think that you're right. Oh my god. Yes, you're right. Thank you,
I'm not a
Casualty.
villain. I guess as you're saying, I saw that. I'm thinking that's exactly what she said in the opening scene. I'm not a villain.
But the thing is, she's acting like one, but she doesn't realize it. That's what makes a good villain, when they don't realize their actions are going to be deadly. Her thing is like, I just want her to be hurt. And she's so caught up in this whole, I don't want to be hurt, that once it happens, it's gonna destroy her once she sees the consequences of everything. Because she still cares about Kara, but she's just still fucking pissed that Kara held something from her. Granted, Kara didn't intentionally mean to hurt Lena, and that was evident on her apology. Look how guilty she felt. Like, but you also understand why Kara didn't say anything. And it's gonna be however Lena decides to hurt Kara, it's gonna go too far. She's gonna take it too far.
I wonder how long they're gonna hold off on.
So bad.
I think it's gonna be after Crisis when they finally go down this path of Lena. I think they could surprise us and have it before Crisis to reveal.
Or you should see that Lex is there too and stuff, and there's gonna be some sort of weird confrontation. Maybe Lex dies.
Maybe.
No,
again.
They're not gonna kill Lex.
Again. They kill him again.
Again.
I have to be radical. I hate Andreas Rojas. I hate her with a passion. The new character,
Andreas? I hate her.
Oh God,
I hate her.
And
I don't like her.
And the thing is too, I mentioned that, and I was thinking about how I didn't really clarify my comments because I said I hated her guts. It's not the actress's fault. They're making her hateable. Like, it's not like, because there's a difference between hating a character because it's not the way you want it, or you don't like the actress or actor or whatever. But there's a difference.
Sorry, go ahead.
But in this one, it's like they want you to hate her. They don't want you to like her. You're not supposed to. So I think she's doing a great job because that's the point of the character. So I'm not complaining about that.
I think, I agree with you. I don't like Andreas because I don't even know the actor. And, for me, regardless how I feel about the actor, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt because it's not... People need to start differentiating. There's a difference between an actor and a character. There's so many times when people want to tie them together. Like, for example, Emily Bett Rickards is not Felicity. You need to cut that shit out. You need to stop pretending that they're the same, you know? They are not. Fuck you, whatever you say, they are not the character. Oliver Queen is not Stephen Amell. They are two separate things. It's a character that exists in here, gonna be completely different from the actor. So, I'm sorry, that's my biggest pet peeve. So with this character, Andreas, I don't even know the actor who plays her. Everyone says she's great. The character, I fucking hate. Do I hate the actress? Don't know her. Can't make an opinion. She seems nice. Character, I fucking hate her guts. I hate her. I hate the way she talks. She does this, the reason I hate her, because she does this thing where she's, plays off innocence. Oh, I didn't, I'm sorry you misunderstood. Oh, I'm sorry you felt that way.
Yeah.
Oh, such a big pet peeve.
It is.
Fucking hate her.
I miss Winn.
Yes. Jeremy Jordan. He's coming back.
Yes.
He's coming back.
We were sitting there waiting for Lion King to start, and we saw the news. We're like, oh, this is good.
I love Winn. I love him so much. Don't bring him back to kill him. For the love of God, I will kill you all.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh my God. The video game Winn Tyson Crisis. Jesus.
What did I say? What did I just say?
What did she just say?
What did I just say? Listen, I will stand by this. Winn is my absolute favorite character on Supergirl, and I'm waiting for him to come back. I've been waiting for him, and he's coming back. I want him to stay. I love him. And
I feel bad for the actor who plays Brainy because he had to fill some big shoes because that's the role he basically took over. He's not like Winn where he's behind the computer all the time. definitely not. But I just feel like Jeremy should have stayed. Should have stayed as Winn.
Yeah, but Jeremy had a good opportunity to go back on Broadway.
Can you watch James for a second?
Yeah. Come here.
Uh-oh.
1 sec. I'll be right back.
Okay. Muted. All right. I'll wait till she comes back, guys. So, let's see your questions here. When she comes back, then I'll put it full screen again. Just so you guys, just in case something happens on her end, because I don't think you guys need to see that. Well, yeah, we know Iris is not going to die. That's clear. It's obvious. Sorry, guys, we're not answering a lot of your questions. We're, actually having a conversation, and I don't like that, to be honest with you. When does this go? Yeah, we need to see that for sure. Hell yeah. I don't think Monel's going to return Josh. I don't think so. Ooh, boy. Ready for Arrow? Yes. Aw.
This is my little watching buddy.
Hello.
I started him on season 1 of The Flash. He likes it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah. You're just gonna chill with. He's gonna chill. Want to say? There you go. Say hi.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah. I know, crazy, right? This is what I do.
Yeah.
And you're not even interested.
Talk to random YouTubers.
Yeah.
What
was I saying before?
I don't remember.
Oh. Yeah, no, Winn. I'm glad that he went off to do Broadway because I know that's where he was from. But when he left, I was sad. And my friend saw him on Broadway, so I'm like, I wish I would have gone and seen him in a show. Couldn't go. But now that he's back, I really am glad that he's back.
Yes, Roger, I still have a P.O. box. It is in the description of all my videos if you want to send me something. Now, Wolf, I do want to be a showrunner. For what show? What show should I be a showrunner for?
Ooh. I was going to recommend Arrow, but that's gone.
Damn it. That would have been great. Tell Stephen Amell what to do. Okay, so you're going to go over there and you're going to say, you have failed the city. But I'm walking into a Walmart. I don't care. You're going to go in and say it. Because I said so. Where's Tom Welling's suit? Bizarre. That's a good question. I don't know where the Tom Welling. I think they're hiding it for Crisis. Hopefully he wears a suit in Crisis. Yeah, Britt has to watch her language now. This is true.
He's just chilling.
Bad influence.
I'm not. He's 2. Well, he's gonna be 2, and I need to teach him good.
Well, yeah.
We watched
the
Flash together. Like I haven't started. Like when we have Auntie and me time, I have him. I'm training him young. He's watching Young Justice with me. He's watching the cartoons with me. He likes Spider-Man. You like Spider-Man? Yeah. And I have him on the Flash because I feel like that would be easier for him to get into. Excuse me! No pillow fights right now.
Pillow fight.
We're busy, babe. This is my revenge. He comes in a 2-year-old.
If I was the showrunner of Legends, I would cancel it.
I would too.
Yeah.
Buy it out.
Ooh, Red Daughter tonight, die and be saved for Crisis. Yeah, that would have been interesting if they kept Red Daughter. Nephew Smash Talon. Nephew Smash.
I know. This is my curse.
Nephew Smash. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh crap! You got the big pillow.
You mean Batwoman, Wolf? You mean Batwoman?
I would be showrunner for Batgirl if they ever decide to become a Batgirl show.
There was a rumor for a while they were going to do a Batgirl DC Universe show.
That'd be great.
Which I would over the moon.
Which one?
That.
Which one would you want?
I think they were hinting Barbara Gordon was going to be that Batgirl. Which I'm also trying to push out there that they should do Stephanie Brown Batgirl for Batwoman.
Stephanie Brown would be great
for Batwoman. Yeah, that'd be amazing. Either Spoiler or Batgirl, one of the two.
Ooh, spoiler.
Yeah.
Do you like the Flash?
Cinnamon Steel versus Tom Welling.
Cinnamon Steel.
Yeah.
Screw. Forget Cinnamon Steel. Don't like him.
Do you think there'll be more Batwoman seasons? Well, let's hopeful. We're hopeful.
I hope so. Hopefully everyone likes the season as a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could Stargirl return? What?
Stargirl was she was on Legends. Season 2.
She was also on Smallville, but she's getting her own show on DC Universe.
Ooh, bye. We're not going anywhere. Bye. We're not going anywhere. We're streaming. Bye. Well,
Bye.
We're not leaving.
He's like, no, I want you to say bye.
Bye. Bye.
Now, Jake, is Earth 19 Flash accelerated, man? Because we've only seen a split second of him.
Mm-hmm.
A brand of cereal. Cinnamon Steel. Put that malarkey in your bowl, boy.
What?
I wouldn't be surprised if the second big bad for Flash was a feature villain, just to switch it up.
I want it to be Godspeed.
Oh, David. If she had a smaller role, wouldn't she be called Co-Star Girl? That's funny.
Here, listen. Say a joke. Kick them.
If she had a smaller role, would she be called Co-Star Girl?
You think that's funny?
2 + 2 = fish.
Hey, he's learning how to count.
Hey, it works.
Yeah.
If he says 2 + 2 = fish, he gets a fish. Then he gets to hit people with it like a pillow.
Don't give him any ideas.
Oh, okay.
They bring back Slade one last time.
One last for Crisis.
For Crisis?
Yeah.
Please. But it has to be Manu. Wait.
Manu Bennett.
Yeah, Manu Bennett. Mm-hmm. It would have to be Manu Bennett.
I think we're doing Bad Blood, a version of Bad Blood. That Batman was captured and he's somewhere and he can't get out. And we'll eventually go and rescue him.
Ooh,
that's what I'm thinking.
Bad Blood was so good. I loved that movie. I loved that movie.
It's crazy. And people are bringing up the fact that why is Batwoman not using guns yet? It's because she hasn't got there yet.
That's true.
Her origin was literally the first episode.
That's true. And it's a year before Crisis, I'm assuming. I assume it's a year.
For Crisis and die. What is going on with these people? They want them to come back to die.
That's so horrible. I don't want them to die.
Yeah.
You missed Punk.
Oh my gosh. Deathstroke at the funeral for Oliver.
Oh, if they brought him back just for the funeral?
That's terrible. The kid's like, it's playtime now.
It's nap time in an hour.
My Arrowverse crush is always Sarah Lance. He agrees, or he's like, no, Sarah Lance is a bad choice.
He said no.
No.
You're so hyper. Yeah.
Yes, Gotham. Right now, Batwoman takes place before Elseworlds because she doesn't have the red on the symbol and no wig.
Have the wig.
Yeah.
And I noticed also the Batcave is dusty as hell. It's not as clean. Like the elevator was like old and like not rickety.
True.
It was remade when like you saw in the crossover. Like she had it all set already to her shit.
Yeah.
BRITSMASH!
They're also theorizing too that the Batcave that's under Wayne Tower is not the main Batcave. The main Batcave's under Wayne Manor. So they should go to Wayne Manor.
BRITSMASH!
BRITSMASH. Hey, it's your name. But yeah, I think the main Batcave is under Wayne Manor.
I agree.
And
I
David,
agree with that.
Oh crap! I clicked the wrong one. David, where'd your comment go? Who's the villain 566? It's me. They'll have to be a time jump before Crisis. It has to be a major time jump before Crisis.
Or unless we don't do that like that time jump. I mean, what if next episode is a time jump? I don't know.
They said that somewhere around episode 3 and 4 of Batwoman is Elseworlds, so we have to do a year time jump at some point.
Yeah, it has to be something like maybe
she
tries to do something.
Maybe Alice
something
traumatic. Alice goes to Arkham Asylum. Then she breaks out in, say, a year around the time the other shows are taking place.
Oh.
Alice is still the main villain, but a time passes in between her being captured or something. They could just do that.
Yeah, and then they have like a time where like maybe Batwoman breaks her out because that's her sister.
What? Batman has a mini Bat cave in Arkham Asylum, or was that just in the game?
I think that's just in the game.
Well, they're theorizing that the one under Wayne Tower is just a little one, and then his main one's at Wayne Manor where he actually lives. So I think we'll hopefully go there at some point.
Maybe that'd be so cool.
Ooh, Nora, come and meet me a smoke.
If they have Nora, unless they can use, I mean, I'm not opposed to using the same actress and making her Dawn.
They could, but I mean, it could always be the same actress. It's just her personality is different because she's not the same Nora.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm still want her to be Dawn.
This kid is just like, I have to play with BRITSMASH.
He loves our moments.
What if the
whole world is seeing how crazy you are.
What if the first time she put on the actual Batwoman suit was on Elseworlds? Maybe.
That'd be cool.
That'd be crazy. They finish it right before she has to go out.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I just want to watch him for a little bit.
He really wants to play. Batman has a lot of bunkers in Gotham. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised either.
I wouldn't be surprised either, too.
No.
Bane also exists in the Arrowverse.
Yeah, I mean, and they confirmed Joker exists, too. I would laugh so hard if he swung that thing and it hit him so hard he slams into that backboard.
No, I would cry.
I know. But he's like, it's mine. I'm so glad that was caught on camera.
There, kid.
I'm so glad that was caught on camera. Your face was just like, huh?
He thinks this is hilarious.
That kid is going to beat the Anti-Monitor. Thank you, Sour Tea, for that amazing comment. Where'd it go? There you go.
Crazy kid.
That kid is going to beat the Anti-Monitor. And also, Sour Tea, yes, that was a dark comment, but it's funny. Oh my gosh. I suppose you could say she's Dawn of the Dead. That's wrong.
Dawn of the
I want to see all the all the speeches and all the Superman race each other. Who will reign supreme? Epic. Yeah.
Who will reign supreme? I see what you did there.
Get it? That face you made, you're like.
He thinks it's hilarious.
Tom Welling consoles Supergirl after the death of her Superman. That'd be crazy if they did that.
Oh no.
That'd be crazy if they did that.
So sad. That'd be so sad.
It would, yes.
I'm okay.
The kid's like,
no.
I'm so tired. He's gonna choke you.
No, he just wants love.
Aw, so cute.
Where are you putting it? You pointing at Wally?
Wally?
Wally? Yeah, my
She's
Wally.
Like, oh.
Not Wally?
You think the
you
railroad
want car.
crisis?
Okay,
I don't know. Maybe. Peace out, Inhuman Quake. Thanks for stopping by.
Hey,
Bear, I think the Monitor, not Anti-Monitor. The Monitor will bring Black Lightning to Earth 1.
I think it'll be the Monitor too. Because like we need a crisis imminent, and like maybe he's worried like.
Oh my gosh!
If
Don't
it
let the
doesn't
kid snap his fingers. He's Thanos. The kid's Thanos. Oh boy! He's like, what? And he snaps it like 5 times. Half. So half goes in the next half, and the next half it just keeps dwindling down.
Whoa! I just had a thought. It makes sense that it might be the Monitor that brings him over. It's because if he does, like, eventually, if Earth 1 doesn't fix this, eventually wouldn't they go to the Earth that Black Lightning is on?
I think that Oliver's picking up people throughout multiple Earths. Like he's doing
exactly. Like this is the Earth. Like he's like many have tried, many have failed. Like I've seen. It's like he's like I've seen other people try and stuff.
But I don't think he's tested every Earth because I feel like there's going to be heroes from other Earths that have not been tested, or maybe they're going to reveal that the Monitor has tested all the Earths and that they're all going to be a part of working together.
Yep. Yeah, I think so too. Because I think the reason why he would get Jefferson in the first place is because it'd be like, oh, okay, well, wouldn't he go to that Earth anyway?
Yeah. Watch Chainsaw and Brit disappear. Yes, we'll disappear.
Yeah. All right, one more second. I'll be back.
That's all good. I think the Monitor is the villain. That'd be interesting. No, it's confirmed it's the Anti-Monitor. Hey, what's up, man? I'm pretty sure if Christopher Reeve were still alive, and yeah, he would be in Crisis for sure. Thanks for stopping by, man. Thank you for stopping by, bro. It's another reactor, by the way, if you're wondering. Will we see other Earths in Arrow Season 8? Yes, I believe so. I mean, the fact that he's running around for the Monitor's bidding, yeah, I think so. Thunder and Lightning, I don't know. We've only heard of a Black Lightning. I think it's only going to be Black Lightning. I think because if you start including all the characters from all the shows, and there's only 5 hours, it's going to be too much. I think they should have announced this as a miniseries. 8 episodes. Just 8 episodes miniseries. It's called Crisis on Infinite Earths. The shows are separate. This is filmed exclusively for a miniseries. I think that would, if they had 8 hours, they would be able to do a lot more, and they would have a lot more time. But 5 hours, it's going to be crazy how they're going to pull this off. To revive like Lex Luthor, Rain, Zoom, Savitar, Zod. Zod's dead. We need Zod. No, Black Lightning's on his own Earth. Christian Bale's Batman. Yeah, everyone wants that. That'd be cool. I think 5 hours is already a lot. It is, but thinking of how many characters they're bringing in, all the stuff they're hiding that they're not confirming, I don't know. It's going to be difficult to see how they handle this. Yeah, Bale Batman will not show up. No. There's no way they could hide that. That'd be too big. Do you reverse Flash going to die in Crisis? I mean, yeah. I mean, he could die. He could. Only people who dies in the crossover. What are you snapping at over there, woman? Adam's Family? Da-da-da.
Yeah, I seen it. I'm sure on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Well, Linda Carter, it's not confirmed. I wouldn't be surprised if we see her Wonder Woman pop up. Probably as like a scene or something. Anti-Monitor is pretty big. It's pretty big. Think we'll ever see a 6-show crossover or a 6-episode crossover? I mean, the fact they went from 2 with Arrow and Flash, then we had 3, and then we had 4. Back to 3 for Elseworlds. Now we have 4 again. And we had 4 for Invasion too. Yeah, I mean 5 is pretty insane. But it wouldn't surprise me if we get to some point where there's a 6-episode crossover. It wouldn't surprise me. It just logistically, it'd be really, really hard to pull off. Really hard. Because of everyone's filming schedules and everything else that goes into doing this. It would just be a scheduling nightmare. Because the thing is, they've been planning this for a year. So that's good. But they also have to make sure that the shooting schedules and where they're shooting at locations are already confirmed, and moving all these, like it's probably like a huge whiteboard all with all these names, and they're having to move them around to make sure that they're not conflicting with other schedules. So do you think Barry will ever get to meet adult Mia? Yes. Who will bring back Ronnie if he's on another Earth? I don't know. Red Death will be Eddie. Okay. That's your thing. It's not confirmed to Green Lantern showing up, but there's a lot of rumors. lights is now off. The light is now on. I'm really confused. I'm going to go to full screen just in case. I don't know what the hell's going on over there. I don't know. Britt's going to come back through a portal. Yeah. We're waiting for her to come back. Exactly. Ghost. Exactly. I don't know what she's watching. The kid is taking over. Yeah. Interesting. I think the Dark Multiverse is coming. Legion of Superheroes, I don't know. I feel like we're already packed as it is. I don't know if we can do Legion. But I wouldn't be surprised they brought back Monel and Saturn Girl. Is the Monitor coming to get the kid for Crisis? Yeah, the Monitors came and got that kid for Crisis. Who's going to call ghost reactors? Exactly. They're going to blow so much budget on Crisis the rest of all the show seasons are going to take place indoors and on small sets. Maybe. I feel like Warner Brothers gave them a lot of money to pull this off. Favorite premiere was definitely Flash, and Brittany said the same thing. The Flash was definitely the best out of all three of them so far. Bizarre, interesting. Episodes 1, 2, and 3 is Infinity War, and 4 and 5 is Endgame. I like the comparison. I do like the comparison. Who will you want to be Red Death in the next Big Bad? Well, a lot of talk about. Some people said it's Eddie. It's not going to be Bruce Wayne. It's going to be somebody else. Oh, man, it's 10 o'clock now. Jeez. 14 Twitter for notifications? What is going on? Let's see. Yeah, I'm getting a lot more followers on Twitter now. Like, my Twitter followers have blown up. Not really sure about that, why, but... Do you think Eddie should come back as Cobalt Blue? I mean, everyone's saying that. I mean, it's possible. Do you think Cisco powers will start to manifest again? It could, and reveal, and it would be an interesting turn because to show that the cure didn't work would definitely be interesting. Do you think that those prizes was Stein in Crisis? I don't think so. Do you think that because we know we wouldn't use Bruce Wayne, that the Flash Riders use Bruce Wayne out of spite? Wait, well, no, I think that they couldn't. I don't think they would be able, because I think the only reason why they're doing older Bruce Wayne in Crisis is because it's a one-time thing. For a full season or even a case half season villain, that's a lot of time and a lot of money for their character rights. So I don't know if they'll be able to do to be able to handle, and I don't think Warner Bros. Would allow it. David's like, yeah, they're all excited for the new merch. I unveiled what is the link? I don't know what that is. Yeah, I can't click on that. I don't know what that is. Tom Felton's in Vancouver turns into the Flash. Maybe. Is Oliver willing to die and Barry running from death? I don't know. Maybe. Will Barry finally create Gideon? Possibly. I try to do this as, I mean, if I do it as much as I could, then it's basically, it won't be special. It'll just be the norm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So something about how this villain's going to be very important and a personal connection. So, I mean, if it was Eddie, I mean, the personal connection was not that personal with Eddie. So I don't know. I'm not sure. Oh, it's fan art with all the Superman. Oh, okay. Godspeed merged into Red Death. Ooh, that's interesting. I think we'll meet Earth 1 Batman in season 2 or season 3 of Batwoman. I think we'll have to wait a bit. It won't be right away. Mission report. December 10th, 2019. Mission report. Want Kevin Conroy to kick ass even if it's like Liam Neeson jumping over a fence and taking 3. We might. Firestorm. It's a Flash Brady. That's what it's called. Maybe. Barry and Thawne have their big fight and go back 2000. Oh, well, that is possible. Is it 2000 or is it before? Okay, I'm not sure. The villain is Iris's gun. Well, thank you, Charlie. Thank you very much, man. Thank you for stopping by. Cobalt Blue was Barry's twin, so they'd have to have Grant play the villain again. Well, they can always change it, you know what I'm saying? They can always change it. I don't know where she is, guys. She's gone. Like, I'll show you briefly the screen here. Just blank. Just blank. That's also possible as well, Jake. Also possible. I'm all by myself, and there's no one here beside me. And also what I love about this StreamYard is that it's way better than OBS. OBS was just choppy and everything. And from what I'm understanding, and you guys can let me know, this is way better than OBS, which I was using for quite a bit. Interesting point. Patty Spivot. They literally had that character for only a couple episodes and said bye-bye. Are there any characters from any of the shows past that you should think should? There's quite a bit. I mean, we're talking Rain, we're talking Patty Spivot, as freaking David mentioned. The fact that we didn't see the real Zod is kind of crap. We saw a hallucination. There's quite a number of characters that need to return, but it's all because of actor schedules. Jack's return? Banana Epic Gaming? That's more likely than Stein. Maxwell Lord, that will never happen. Let's see. How we're now at 5 episodes. It is crazy how we've gotten to this point. Yep. See the kid snap her back to the room. Yeah, so like the reason why Lucy Lane and Maxwell Lord after season 1 of Supergirl did not return is because when they moved the filming from LA to Vancouver, because season 2 they moved it, of course, from CBS, to CW. The shooting locations made it to where the actor for Maxwell Lord and the actress for Lucy Lane, they're like, nope, we're not doing it. So they completely pushed them out. Even though I think at the end of the season 1 finale teased Maxwell Lord's like still being shady and shit. I think, if I remember correctly. So they could not continue that story. They could have easily recasted, but the fact that he was there for the whole season, it's harder to recast a character. Like, it was so easy to recast Sarah Lance because of the fact that the original actress was barely in it. You know what I'm saying? Just so when they casted Katie Lotz for Sarah Lance in season 2, it was way easier. So now here's another thing too. Another one, Bizarro Girl. They've mentioned Bizarro Girl in season 4. They mentioned her when Red Daughter showed up. They mentioned Bizarro. She's still around somewhere. Thing is, I'm surprised they haven't brought her back into the fold. It's been so long, but I think the problem is, I think with anything revolving season 1 specifically, they're trying to kind of forget and also not bring up too much. Because I feel like with them moving to CW, they had more reign to do what they want. Pun intended on the reign. Because season 1, I think there was restrictions and certain guidelines from CBS in terms of making Supergirl. Because if you watch season 1 of Supergirl, which if you haven't, you really should, because in order to understand the whole process of the journey, Supergirl season 1 was all over the place. Tone-wise, stories were all over the place. It didn't know, from one episode to the next, it didn't know what it wanted to be. Because CBS was just, didn't know what the fuck, they didn't know how to handle it. That's why certain episodes of Supergirl season 1 were pretty dang good, and others were like, what the fuck were they thinking? It's because they didn't know what they were doing exactly. So that's why I think in season 2, when they moved to CW, they had less restriction. And yes, the budget did drop, but at the same time, they were able to do more of what they wanted to do and not so much get studio notes from CBS. So that's why I think that they try to like steer clear from season 1 because that happened on another. It's still on the same Earth, but it happened on another network, and they're like, we're way past season 1 at this point. We're on season 5. Let's just focus on more current stuff that's really happened after season 2 started. That's how I'm kind of seeing it. Now this is really interesting. What if Red Death was Nora? Interesting. If they pulled that crap, wow. My name is Oliver Queen. You should. I don't know where Brittany went. Brittany disappeared. She's like gone forever. She said be back in 10. She just messaged me. She's putting her nephew to bed. So it's almost like snapping. Superman Bizarro? Maybe. Maybe. Barry Ward to die and what E-Bar did to the funeral. Interesting. So Brittany will be back in a bit, guys. Don't worry. It ain't gonna be just me. I'll respond saying, oh, I should have responded to it. Oh. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna find this out pretty soon. Who's being trained? Barry's father or mother? Imagine if it was his mother. Oh, that'd be fucked. Stephen and Mel's sister-in-law returns to Silver Banshee. Oh no. Does anyone have any coffee? Oh, Real Weez, what's up, man? What's up, man? I was like, coffee, that looks familiar. Looks very familiar. Can Snart and his sister come back for Crisis? I think everybody just wants everybody to return. At this point, it's like, can this person return? No. Can this person return? No. I so want. You so want his mother to be Red Death now. That'd be fucking. Yeah, look at Big Belly Burger, man. Let's go to Big Belly Burger. Would you say that Oliver Queen is comparable to Tony Stark in terms of like the fact that the actors have played the character so well? Yeah. Because unfortunately for me, Stephen Amell will always be Oliver Queen to me. Doesn't matter what he does. Do you think Harbinger will be alternate Lila or will be revealed? I think it might be our Lila, I think. Michael Keaton as Batman, or returns as Batman. They wouldn't be able to pull it off. Red Death better be from the Dark Multiverse. I think the Dark Multiverse is coming, man. For sure. Could be a Nora. I think it's Jay's granddaughter. I think he's too old. I think his daughter or son, Jay's daughter or son might be too old. I think the girl he's training is like a little girl, a granddaughter. That's what I think. Well, if you remember, the Monitor didn't choose Oliver. Oliver forced the Monitor to listen to him because he showed up and confronted the Monitor himself. No, the Flash wasn't there. Nobody else was there but Oliver. So, I think that's what's going on here. Part of the journey is the end. Rip Hunter popping back up? Nah. Do you think Ian will suit up in Titan season 2? I've heard rumors. Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Did you hear that they revealed about Martian Manhunter in the DCEU? Yes, I did. Yeah. Excited for the next episode of Titans? Yes. If it's Earth 1 Lila, Diggo's reaction is gonna be epic. Yes, it will. Jay training Earbart's daughter, who's Red Death, who will kill Iris. What the fuck? The layers of what you just said is crazy. Holy crap. Um, do you believe Crisis will be as epic as Endgame? I hope so. I hope so. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be crazy. Stretch. Do you think Slade Wilson is going to return for Arrow season in any sort of way? I don't know, because the character rights are currently for Titans right now. That's the only problem, is that they're on Titans. So I don't know. Imagine this crossover is Identify Crisis. Or you say Identity or Identify? Says you said Identify, but I'm not sure. Think Superboy's going to be in Crisis? Well, the son of Clark and Lois, yes. Not Superboy from Titans, though. 40 million viewers? No, it won't, unfortunately. The crossovers do get a lot of viewership, but I feel like this one being especially special about being a Crisis and not just another crossover event they do each year, I feel like it's going to get a lot more viewers than normal crossover events, but no, I don't think 40 million views is not going to happen. No, sorry, Bob. So she saw the message. I said, okay, so hopefully she'll be back soon, guys. Kryptonians could show up and face the Flash in Central City after the merge. That'd be interesting. This would definitely be interesting if the Kryptonians could show up and face Flash. Well, the Ghost is over there chilling. Waving her hand. What you watching over there, honey? YouTube? You're not watching my...
Not you.
You're not watching my live stream?
Off camera.
Jesus. Any of the JSA? No, because the JSA is in Stargirl. Yeah, I'm trying to answer as many people's questions possible. Like when Brittany's here, we're chit-chatting away and we're answering a couple, so imagine a Red Death but with Thawne and Joker instead of Baronet. That's interesting. That'd be crazy if they did that crap. But could they? I don't know. I don't know. Huh? What? I'm waiting for Brittany to come back so then I could have her full screen so I can go to the bathroom. I have to go to the bathroom. Do you have to go to the bathroom?
I have to brush my teeth.
Oh, yeah, you do. That's true. You want to go right now? You want to go right now?
I can.
Okay.
You can leave it up. I don't care.
Okay. You can say hi to the people. Just wave them by. Hi.
Hi.
Go brush your teeth. Because when she gets back, I'm gonna want to go to the bathroom. We're about to hit 2 hours on this bitch. Whoa, what?
I'm aware.
What?
I need a new show to watch.
A new show? You'll find one tomorrow because you have a day off, yo.
I plan on sleeping.
Yeah, Brittany's nephew came on, and he was smacking her like every 2 seconds with a pillow. It was funny as hell. I'll show you a playback whenever the video gets rendered and uploaded. It was funny as hell. The kid's like off camera, all of a sudden you see this pillow come flying in.
How old are you?
I think it's like 1.5 or something. It's funny as hell because like there's one point he hits her right in the face and she goes like, she's like stunned by the fact that he did that. Do you think John will puke in this crossover? Possibly. Riverdale? No, we watched Riverdale.
I bawled like a baby.
We saw the season 4 premiere before the live stream. If there is a bath, it's a bathroom. If there is no bath, it's washroom. I guess. I don't know. He's gonna walk by in the background. Just walk by and slow mo waving as you go in there. Do it. They can't see you from there.
I know.
Just do a slow mo walk.
I can't do that.
Slow mo walk.
I can't do that.
Just walk by going.
It's weird.
It'll be okay. That was the ghost. Yeah, Rest in peace, Luke Perry. We got 96 viewers and only a couple people are commenting. Okay, let's do this. Everyone who's watching this right now, comment out of the 3 shows, Batwoman series premiere, Supergirl season 5 premiere, Flash season 6 premiere, which one was your favorite? Comment below. Say Flash, Supergirl, Batwoman. Just type it, and then I'll know that's your favorite one that premiered this week. I'm curious to see. I'm expecting. Let's see. That was with caps too. A lot of flashes. Jeez, a lot of flashes. I like how he made sure to put the Flash season 6 premiere. Batwoman, hashtag Batwoman, Supergirl, Flash, Supergirl, Flash. Okay, got some Batwomans in there too. I'm glad about that. I'm glad about that. Flash. Good choice. Flash and Batwoman. Okay, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. I did like Batwoman though. Of course. Is it the return? I saw somebody popped up on her screen. Is that who I think it is? Could it be? Could it be the return of Brittany? She's back, everybody.
I'm back.
Yes. I was waiting for you. The ghost is in the bathroom. I'm going to be going there as well. So you'll be hosting this thing for a second.
Okay. All right. You take your time. I had to go take care of my little piggy, and you do what you got to do.
Understandable. Yeah, you call him. I told her about how literally he smacked you in the face that one time with the pillow, and you were like, kind of like dazed a little bit.
I was like, that's a good backswing.
Yeah, I asked the people in the chat to let me know about which premiere was their favorite, and most had Flash. I saw some Batwomans, which I was quite happy with because I just feel like since you're lagging, I'm lagging.
Yeah, you kind of are.
Oh,
it like freeze frame on. It would free frame on you, and then wouldn't.
Let's see.
Am I lagging?
No, you're good. Am I good?
Ooh. Oh, there you go.
How am I feeling? Am I good?
Yeah, you're doing it. Yeah.
I'm not awful. Jesus Christ. This woman, I swear. So there's a lot of lagging. I'm not seeing lagging on our end.
Well, I don't see it anymore.
No.
Mm-mm.
Chainsaw, you are lagging. Well, I'm going to remove myself from the stream for a second, so she'll be front and center. So hopefully that'll fix it when I come back.
Cool.
Hold on one second.
Oh, it's mainly me. I see me. All right. Am I allowed to touch like comments now? Because I would love to. Good now. Okay, good. Cool. Brittany's clearances are going to start to clear up. Okay, cool. Thanks. Was there a portal you went through to come back? Yes. It's the magical chainsaw portal that I had to come back to. It's been great. I don't know. It's kind of a trip, man. I was like, first, like, I went, and then all of a sudden I went through this one portal. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, aliens were fighting everywhere. It was like, what the hell? And then I came back here. What do you know? In the comforts of my bedroom. I feel like Flash was great because of last season. Supergirls was a great build-up episode, and Batwoman was a pretty good premiere overall. I agree with that statement pretty much. Supergirl, I was kind of iffy on it, but then like they left it on a good note, and they can either take it and go in a good direction, or they could cheeseball it the fuck up and make it horrible. But like, I thought it was a good episode for Supergirl for the premiere for season 5. Blind Wave reaction. I do watch Blind Wave. I think they're all cool. If they're at like a Game of Thrones con or something like that, that's cool. The Yellow Sparkle thing. I'm kind of puzzled. Will Roy come back? I fucking hope so. Who do you see being the first casualty in Crisis? Ooh. I don't know. I feel like there's going to be a lot, but who's going to be the first? I don't know. I don't know who to be. Oh, he's back!
I'm back. Hello.
Did you hear me talking shit?
Were you talking shit? What'd you say? What'd you say?
I said you're amazing. You are the highlight. You are no fake.
Well, thanks.
He's like, fake reactor. Fake reactor. He's a fake reactor.
Reactor.
Fuck you, Cheeto Reactor. You're a fake reactor.
The reason the pilot got 12 million views because it was on CBS and not CW. Yeah, that's why. Just saying.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
How's guys? Is it still lagging or are we good
Nope,
now?
you're good now. You're good now.
Yay!
I'll tell you.
Oh, you'll let me know. She'll be like,
Yeah, I'll let you know.
she'll type in the private chat. You little shit, you're lagging.
You fucking asshole.
Oh, that's what you wanted? The ghost just texted me. Thanks for the kiss. ... Piece of emoji poop. So apparently I was supposed to give her a kiss. Hold on one sec. Kiss is coming. Kiss is coming. Kisses. Kisses.
No.
Kisses.
Mom, Dad, stop. It's gross.
Kisses.
Y'all are cute, but at the same time, fuck y'all. You can't even hear me, so I can talk shit now. Fuck love doesn't exist. That's for those two. That's because they're adorable.
Kisses. She didn't want my kisses. So no kisses. No kisses were given.
Okay, I actually did start talking shit after that. Not talking shit. Like, I was like, Mom, Daddy, it's gross.
Have you? Prometheus says, "Have you seen Chainsaw Rage before?"
Ooh, I watch your reactions.
Well,
I try to keep up on everyone's reactions and stuff, and like all my friends and stuff. Because like it's easier for me to be like, "What did you think of this episode?" I'll literally just like instead of asking that, I'll just go watch my friends' channel and be like, "That's what you thought."
yeah,
You know, it's easier. It saves conversation.
gotcha.
There's this one moment in the Flash though that you wait. It was the Arrow season 5 finale when everyone lost their shit with Prometheus. When you lost your. Oh, I love seeing a madman. Like everyone was so fucking pissed.
They really botched that because, like, you thought we were gonna have some significant deaths from the island blowing up.
Yeah.
No. Why would you? So
I feel like that's how they botched it. It's like, so like you could like that would be the best like thing lead up. Like someone died because of it, and like no one died. I'm like, well, you know, I'm like, I don't know.
Let's see, where is? There we go. I'm just responding back to the text message I got. So.
No.
Oh, I did.
I can't.
I tried to give you kisses.
Not when I wanted them.
I can't win.
Women is always right.
Someone pointed out saying, "What if Nora is Red Death?"
What if Nora is Red Death?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it would make sense if they wanted to change the origin.
Mm-hmm.
It would make sense with her character. It would make sense with the multiverse and stuff, but I wouldn't want it.
I think it'd be really messed up to go from having that one version of Nora in season 5 and then literally have her another version.
Exactly. And if they were going to do something like that, they would have done Cobalt Blue a long time ago. Brought Eddie back. I'm still waiting. I don't think like he's dead, but like he got sucked in that thing. What if he ended up in another time? Like it was already proven into season 4 that once that wormhole opened up, the other wormhole happened. He could just have ended up in another place. Someone could have like a mad scientist would be like, and it's like Cobalt Blue.
Yeah.
Haven't seen that, and I've been waiting for like a few years now. So
yeah,
if they can't do that, then I don't know if they're gonna do that for Nora. But it would be a cool thing. That'd be cool.
That'd be crazy. I mean, my reaction to Savitar was pretty crazy.
I love that.
It was so divisive. Some people were like, "Man, that's fake." I'm like, I didn't put it together until he's like, "When you were me." I'm like, "Oh."
I was stupid ass. It wasn't until he actually like stepped out of the studio. He's like I said, I'm like
I said, I am the god of speed. Yeah.
The future Flash.
It's crazy because like they use that line, being like, "Oh, are they referencing Godspeed?" Like, well, no.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
I think you can just sneeze.
Okay.
Oh. We're gonna duke it out tonight for sure.
Okay.
She's like, Mom kisses son. I'm watching a live stream. Ooh, would you like an Earth with all the villains of the week from the shows? Oh, that'd be a lot of actors to bring back.
That'd be way too much. I would throw up, but that'd be way too much.
It'd be ridiculous. Thank you for still reacting to the shows.
Aww.
Well, thank you. But I hope you also watch Britney's because hers are great too. So,
aw, shucks.
Just saying. I like how I watched your Batwoman premiere and you turn and you're like the camera's kind of angled down a little bit and you're like, "Hey guys," I'm thinking, "Oh boy, this is like it's already adorable." Hey guys.
Oh, thanks.
And then
I wasn't with any camera angle.
I think you were trying to be quiet during that one, or was
it was a little bit. It was a little bit, but then there was one part I was like, okay, there was I don't know. I'm trying to gauge because there's baby over there, so I'm like, how loud can I be? But I'm like, I'm trying to time it out when I should, and I'm looking right now at my school for different studios. I'm like, I could just bring my equipment there and then just film there. Like they have their own studios I can use.
Her channel is BRITSMASH, as you can see next to her. BRITSMASH.
Hello.
Look it up. Yeah, you definitely need to subscribe. It's all good. You need to subscribe.
It's not the best, but it's okay.
you put a lot of effort. I mean,
I do put a lot of effort. I have a lot of shows that I watch and movies.
I mean, when I added more stuff to my thing with Full Metal, and I'm now doing Swamp Thing and replacing the boys. Swamp Thing is pretty crazy. And I mentioned something. I'm like, oh, what if they do this? Like watch them pull this, and they actually do it as I'm saying. I'm thinking, I was joking. I didn't mean.
I had that moment with Batwoman. I was like, watch, that's her sister, and I'm like, oh shit, that is her sister.
Yeah. People said that, man. You're saying spoilers because you said who she was before they revealed in the episode. And thinking, if you know comics, you know who she is.
I knew Alice, but I didn't know because I don't read a lot of Batwoman comics. I read a few Batman only because in reference to Dick Grayson, when Robin was in it. I didn't really span a lot into that, and my comic aura is more Flash oriented and Teen Titans oriented. So I don't really know much about Batwoman. So when the girl showed up, I'm like, oh, and I'm like, I was like, who's she talking? It's like, oh, it's Alice from I made the connection halfway through. I'm like, oh, Mad Hatter, Alice. Okay, cool. This is great. Yeah. And I made the joke. I'm like, what if that's fucking what if this is fucking her sister? And then it zoomed in on the red little jewel. I'm like, oh shit. Yeah. But
it's kind of crazy because they were playing it up they keep showing this flashback. But obviously, it's the origin of her losing her sister and mom.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was smart, because it didn't make you overthink it. It's they have to show this a lot, because it's oh, it makes sense. This is her origin. We get to see that for those people who don't really know her origin. I know her origin, but not full well. I knew that was her cousin, and then obviously when I watched Bad Blood, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So but it was still cool to see, and then the way they wrapped it around, where it's oh shit, it is connected. There's another reason why they're showing this, not just for the one reason.
Well, it's also crazy too because the mom who dies, me and the ghost were watching the show on Netflix on Heartland, and it's a Canadian show that is now on Netflix. It's kind of weird, and the sister to the main character plays a character called Lou, and she was the mom in Batwoman. I'm like, well, it makes sense because they film in Canada, so it makes sense that she came over to do that. But it was that's a sister from Heartland, which it's a show about horses and this family on a farm, a ranch. Yeah,
on a ranch.
Stephen Amell is on this show, and this is pre-Arrow. This is 2007. Stephen Amell, and his last appearance is a year or something before Arrow. So at one point, he looks like Oliver Queen from season 1. At one point,
literally. I started watching. I fucking suck. I started watching Vampire Diaries just on my free time, and I got to season 3, and Stephen Amell was on season 3 of Vampire Diaries. I'm like, what?
I've seen pictures of that. I'm like, it's weird. I mean, I got into the originals, which is the spinoff show. I didn't watch Vampire Diaries. I just watched the originals.
I heard originals is better. I haven't started originals, but
if you like darker storytelling,
Yeah.
the originals is for you.
Okay, good.
For sure. Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
Let's see. Will they introduce an omniverse where there are multiple multiverses?
That'd be cool.
Maybe.
A huge mind fuck, but it'd be really cool.
Yeah. What was I going to say? I posted 2 different times Stephen Amell on Heartland and going, this is a weird episode of Arrow. Like, he doesn't have a bow. He's not saying you have failed this city. He's just walking around clean shaven. Like, he looks really young. It's really weird. But I have to make those jokes. Oh, yeah, Legacies, that spinoff from the originals and Vampire Diaries. I haven't seen Legacies either. Because in the final...
Legacies either.
Yeah, in the final season of the original, they introduce a character that carries over to Legacies. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. I don't need to. No. I don't have to watch Vampire Diaries. I watched the original. I just jumped to originals. And I realized that they had introduced all of the originals in the Vampire Diaries and then eventually brought them over to their own show. But they set it up in a way, in my personal opinion, where you don't have to watch. Because I'm like, they're doing a lot of backstory before they're like in the 1800s and shit like that, like doing flashbacks and stuff. You don't have to watch it. Like, you can, but like they set it up in a way that you don't have to. So I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
Do you think Titans will be in the next Crisis? Well, I mean, in the next crossover.
As much as my heart wants it, I don't think it will be. As much as I would love to have them in there, I feel like it wouldn't. I don't know. I feel like they wouldn't do that. But also, like, you have the DC app that tells like a good, like, it has a decent series for the Titans right now. Honestly, I love Titans because like we have the Teen Titans, but we have new characters that haven't been showcased yet in live action, like Hawk and Dove and Superboy. So I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's really cool.
Yeah.
But like, if they brought him over into CW, they wouldn't be the Titans. Like, I don't think they would have to be in the multiverse, and we'd only get them for a split second. Which, if they were there, I would want them for longer. But I doubt that's going to happen with how many characters they already have and how many shows they have. And if they add another, that's going to be way too hard for like CW to manage. Like how many fucking like shows that they have.
They're saying Infinite Crisis, maybe.
Infinite Crisis, maybe.
Now,
maybe it would be just for the one time.
I'm trying to think because you're caught up on Titans. Yes.
I'm not.
Oh, what episode are you on?
Oof. It sucks because I'm waiting for Brianna, and she's been out of town for a bit. So we try to watch Titans together, and I don't have it in the heart with me to continue without her. What was the fucking episode that we saw? It was the flashback episode with Rose. No, not Rose. Not Rose. It was the flashback episode where we saw, like, we just met Jericho. It was the episode where you saw that. It was episode 4, Aqualad.
They did Aqualad dirty.
I know. I didn't even know he was going to be on the show, and then I saw the episode title, and like on the site you see like the picture. I'm like, he looks good, and then I'm like, oh god. And then halfway through the episode, Brianna's like, oh no, like, no, fuck you. I know what that oh no means. Like, he's dying. I'm like, fuck you. No, he's not. And then he did. So I'm like, ugh. And it's just,
it's pretty sad. We've been going for over 2 hours at this point. Jesus.
Oh, it doesn't even feel like 2 hours.
2 hours, 18 minutes just now. And I think we're going to call it, we'll call it in a few minutes, guys. So, because I know that Brittany probably has other stuff to do. And also it is 10:40 now my time. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm like, it's only 7:40. I got time.
Well, yeah, and also I make sure to get up early on Fridays, get to work, because after 8 hours of being on the clock, I can get out. So I can come home, check out Titans. So, huh? She's really being a butt, I swear. I'm just gonna lose. I asked her permission if I could do this live stream today, and she's like, okay. So I feel like it's what I get. It's what I get. I put a ring on it. It's my choice.
You should have put a ring on it, and you did.
I sure did. She said yes before actually seeing the ring. Fun fact.
Really?
The box was so big that if I try to put it in a pocket, no matter where, like I didn't have a jacket because it was too hot, so I couldn't put it so I had to put it in this little bag, like a little purple bag. And I held it out. You couldn't really see the ring in it, but the hope was that she would see the ring. I put it on, then she says yes. But she said yes immediately before seeing the ring. But of course, she loves the ring. And then she just sent me a bunch of emojis with ghost, which makes sense because she's the ghost. Somebody actually asked that when I was doing a random stream yesterday on my break at work. So like, why is she called the ghost? I'm like, because she's barely on screen. You hear her, you don't see her.
Ooh, she's a ghost.
Then again. I told her one time she needs to walk by in a sheet. In a sheet with two eye holes.
It's Halloween, it would make sense.
It'd be awesome. Let's see. You can watch Titans tomorrow about 11 on free TV show up. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I pay for DC Universe.
Yeah,
I feel bad for the people outside the United States. They can watch it on Netflix, but you have to wait till the whole entire season, then they place it. But if you want to watch Doom Patrol, well, I mean, Doom Patrol is going to be on HBO Max, which I think will go international. So maybe the people, yeah, but it's going to be on DC Universe too. But they're adding it onto HBO Max as well, so that I'm guessing it's because HBO Max is probably going to go international with that streaming service, and of course, with Titan season 1 being the first show, they signed that deal with Netflix International to have it on international Netflix.
Oh, wow.
Young Justice, either you pay for it or you pirate it, or you get a VPN thing to make it look like you're in the United States so you can pay for it. I feel bad for all the international people.
I know, because like I feel bad, like they don't get. It's not easy, because like for me, it's like, oh, log into the app, boom, done. Like I rewatched Young Justice season 1 and 2. I watched the original Teen Titans. Like I just rewatched it like it's nothing. It's
bad too because like when I have to, because I watch, because people are like, how do you watch the shows? I'm like, I watch it live. I pay for the internet version of cable, like it's the app for the internet provider, and so I watch it live. So I'm paying for it. But then I have to get a pirated version of the episode to edit and upload it night of.
Oh, I screen record.
Oh, I mean, I could do that, but my computer is kind of crap. And so I just use the Xbox to pull up the Spectrum app to run. I watch it live, so I'm recording it. But I did screen record on Supergirl. If you watch where I'm sitting in front of my computer with the mic and the webcam, and it's not the setup of watching live TV, I screen record CW app. But with that instance, watching live, I attempted that with my computer, plugging it in and having it up. It worked, but it was laggy as crap at times. So it just wasn't worth it. But yeah, but the problem is too, when you get those pirated episodes, which are illegal, but I do pay for it when I watch it live. So that's kind of the offset. But some of them have commercials where they cut out the ending of the episode, or they're missing bits, or where it's freezing. So people, if they don't pay for cable, or if they're international, they don't get access to these shows, they're not getting the quality. So the CW is like, well, you can watch CW free next day, but it's not international. it's only United States based. So I feel bad. So there's some people that watch, I know there's people that watch my reaction, and probably yours as well, that don't watch the show because they can't. So they just watch reactions to see bits. And try to keep
I've got a few people that say like they start watching. Like the reason I feel like I'm like justified or like important, I guess that's conceited to say, but a lot of people say like, hey, I didn't start watching the show until I saw your reactions. Like I saw a thumbnail of you like crying. Like there's one person that started watching what was the show? It was Runaways, and they saw my reaction. They're like, yo, you got so mad at this one part. I started watching this show for myself. I got the Hulu app and everything, and I was not disappointed.
That's what, like, it feels like Warner Brothers, yes, they claim copyright on some of the videos because it's just the way the automated system is. Because it's just a computer. It's just the bot. It's not an actual individual. But what I think is best is they know we're marketing their show. We're marketing it way better than they could, because we're showing our passion and our love for these shows and our sometimes disagreement and anger. But we're helping. We're helping these shows get more viewers. So I feel like we're helping people. And Rex Road, yes, I'm getting Disney Plus day one because she wants to watch Lady and the Tramp. So yeah, she's so excited for Lady and the Tramp. She cannot wait. We saw the trailer, the full one they dropped or whatever, and it's adorable. And it's crazy too because the emotions on the dogs are just so like brings it back to the animated. Did anyone see episode 1 of what? And someone brought this up too when you were gone, because about Infinity War and Endgame, people are saying the first 3 episodes of Crisis is like Infinity War. The last 2 are like Endgame, essentially, because they're being split up. I mean, I don't know for sure because we haven't seen it.
Well, I mean, to be fair, like, they are in short parallels of each other anyways, right? So obviously there's going to be differences. There's always been a stigma of DC versus Marvel, you know? And they've done, let's face facts, they have characters that resemble each other. They're different versions of each other, like...
Yep. Darkseid, Thanos,
Hawkeye,
Quicksilver, Flash.
Quicksilver, Flash, you know? And it's like, of course there are storylines that are going to be similar, but they're always handled differently. Like, if you look at Endgame and Infinity War, I can say that obviously they're going to have points that are going to be similar. And it sucks because they're going to be under the shadow because they came second. You know what I mean?
I mean, I can see it because the end of episode 3 before the break, Barry dies. And the episode 4 is going to be the start of them mourning over his death. And then episode 5 is going to be the third act of Endgame where all the heroes are together, I think. And it's going to be a massive moment. It's going to be like the lineup. Remember in Invasion when they're all sitting on the rooftop and you see those 8 or 9 characters standing there? It's going to be like that times 10, I think.
Yeah. But I think what it's going to be nice is because, and obviously it's going to be different because it's television, but if you look at television just itself, not even taking Endgame and Infinity War into account, television-wise, this is one of the hugest events in television history. What other shows say they've crossed over like this? None. Obviously, you can look at Marvel and be like, look what Marvel has done. It's been huge on that point, too. So, obviously, they're going to be similar in aspects, but they're also going to be different. So, I think, I personally, I can't compare the two because, yeah, they'll be similar. That's a given, considering they're both TV show-oriented. But they're going to be different regardless. So, to try to compare TV quality versus movie quality, you can't. Trying to compare, like, multiple episodes you see, like, with things that have been building up for years in comparison to movies built up for years, you can't. TV, you have the luxury of getting so much more into detail, you know, with characters. You spend years watching multiple 45-minute episodes getting to know these characters, so when things happen, it's going to hit a little harder than when movies, even though they do a good job writing them, it's there. But Marvel did it first with the movies, and it's been built up also for 10 years. But then you have the TV shows who've been built up for 8 years. 8 years.
Arrow.
And there's no way you could possibly, like...
Well, I can see the comparisons because it's the biggest event they've done on TV. And Endgame and Infinity War was the biggest events they've done in the movies. And DC wanted to do that for their properties, but everything was falling apart with their movies and everything. It's unfortunate. And I like this question for you. Do you think the writers are hiding Slade for Arrow Season 8? I don't think so, but...
I want to hold out hope, but I don't want to get my hopes up.
Manu's already lied before, like Season 5, like, are you going to be returning to Arrow? And he kept saying no, and then he returned. So, I mean, I don't know. It's
gonna be tough to see, like, if he comes back. Of course, I would love him to make at least one little cameo, like, for Oliver's funeral when it happens, but, like, you know.
Music Meister. It's all Music Meister. It has nothing to do. That'd be amazing if they did this.
I'd be amazed and pissed at the same time.
Oh, of course, because it'd be the biggest waste of 5 hours, but it'd be amazing. It's a reveal of Music Meister.
I know. Oh, man.
Well, Fake Jack, I can kind of see this happening. Oliver sacrifices in episode 5. Barry potentially. Yeah, I could.
What if they troll us? What if they keep hyping up that it's going to be Barry's death, but then someone jumps in at the last minute? Like, what if it's something else? What if it's something else? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What if they've been trolling us? Like, what if there's something else to the message of, like, the Flash has to die, but what if it's, like, someone else? Or, like, the timeline changes, and then therefore it changes everything, and then because
it's already changed, because it was 2023 or 2024 was originally Crisis.
Exactly.
And Nora, you freaking screwed it up, and you pushed it up to 2019. You screwed over your dad because you wanted to see him.
Yeah, he had time, and like, I don't know. I feel like there's going to be some sort of twist that they're not saying.
Mm.
There's going to be some sort of twist. Like,
Oh, here's the twist. Giant Bebo comes in. They're going to bring in a giant Bebo who's the same height as Anti-Monitor.
If there was a giant Bebo, I might actually just walk off my screen. I'm not gonna lie. If a Bebo comes on my screen, I will not be happy. I did not like Bebo. Bebo was the stupidest joke.
She'll walk, ladies and gentlemen. She'll walk and get the hell out.
I will walk. I will leave.
Bebo loves you. Well, I think, guys, we're going to end it there. We're at 2.5 hours. It's been a great and fun stream, including pillow fights and lots of discussion. This live stream will be available to view once it's done rendering. You guys can watch it back and see the 2.5 hours of madness.
Woo!
And I won't say this is going to be like a regular thing each week because obviously our schedules are all different and stuff. And she sent me a bunch of, is that turkey emojis?
Yeah.
We have wild turkeys around here, so that makes sense. We literally have a bunch of like groups of wild turkeys. They're always mating. It's weird. But I definitely want to do this. Darn, I miss you guys. It's all good. You'll be able to watch it back. It's all good. It won't be live, but I definitely want to do this again for sure.
I'm down. I'm down.
Just got to figure out our schedules, and I definitely want to do one after the show's been on for a couple of weeks so that we can kind of come back and just kind of discuss where the show started with their premieres and then where they've ended up in the next couple episodes.
Oh, for sure.
So we'll definitely figure that out.
Arrow started too.
Oh, I really hope that premiere. What I hope is that when Arrow premieres next Tuesday, which I'll watch Wednesday, that it knocks it out of the park and it's the best one.
Would you be interested in doing Crisis together?
Ooh. Well, our schedules are going to be off because we'll be different time zones, and I don't, because my thing is they're airing them once a night, and I'll be watching them live. And because Christ on Earth X, when they aired those live, they had them back to back on 2 nights, so I had to do 2 TV reactions one night. They're doing it the 4th and 5th episodes back to back in one night, so I'm going to be, that's the one night I'm going to hate my life.
Yeah,
because I get that feeling of when I was editing back to back Crisis on Earth X, and I'm sitting there and I'm about to finish the first one. I'm like, oh, I'm almost done. There's another one. So I would just be in the slumps again. So that's going to happen. I'm going to get to episode 4. I'm about to hit render. The final one. And I won't have enough time to do a proper intro for episode 5 because it's going to go from credits to right to the next episode. So it's going to be a pain in the ass.
I've been debating whether I should watch it nightly or if I should just wait.
Until all 3 episodes aired and then do it in
usually
succession.
what I did like the last few years, I waited till the Friday or the last day when all of them are out, and I'll marathon it, and I'll go live on like Periscope or something, and I'll film myself watching it live so people can just grab their popcorn and binge with me. But like, I don't know, this is too big, and Twitter sucks with spoilers, so I'm like debating like, should I just watch it anyways? Just watch it, and not like have to deal with that.
Now I don't know, but I think what we should do is we should try to plan like a stream like this with a couple of reactors after the first 3 episodes to discuss and figure and kind of go into theories and crap because it's going to be a long wait. It's going to feel like forever between.
Oh my God, we could call it After Crisis.
Yeah.
We can call it After Crisis. We'll talk After Crisis. We can do that. That'll be our talk. We're going to do that.
Yes.
Boom, done.
Now, I'll leave this as the last message we'll talk about. We are going to cry. Probably. It's going to be really emotional.
Where's that clip of me crying during fucking the Crisis on Earth X crossover with Stein? Do you remember how hard I fucking sobbed?
It was so emotional because I kind of figured they were doing it because they kept like bringing back the him and Jax talking about it, and I'm thinking they are setting it up. But I thought maybe they were going to kill Jax too.
I thought they were going to kill Jax. I thought like Stein, like I love Jax. Honestly, I didn't want any of them because they were my favorite at that time. My other main favorite was already dead, and then like those 2 were the last 2 that I gave a shit about. Like, honestly, that's why I kind of stopped after season 3 because, like, there was I don't care. They killed my 2 favorite characters that I gave a shit about. But like even then, it didn't click in my head that he was gonna die until the scene when he's like, "I'm gonna go over the thing." I'm like, "Don't, no, no!" And then he did. I'm like, "Fuck!" And then they dug the knife.
Yeah, and the fact that they ended the episode with him getting shot, and then it cuts back again. I'm thinking, oh, maybe.
He's gonna live. And then that whole 15-minute convo with him and Jax.
And then that whole scene where all the heroes are together on the Wave Rider talking to Nazi Oliver. And the reason why that set photo that came out of all of them standing there did not include Jax or Stein is because something happened. And Jax was out mourning with the family. We didn't see it. Most of them didn't. Most of us didn't. It's going to be crazy. But thank you guys for watching. It's been fun. And I'm glad we got to figure this out, our schedules. Because I was like, I got to get a guest. And then I was like, I messaged Brittany. I'm like, hey, are you, could you be available? Like, I was going to message you once I figure something out. I'm like, okay. So we figured it all out. But hope you guys enjoyed. And we both will see you guys soon on our respective channels. Make sure you check out BRITSMASH.
Check out Chainsaw. I mean, you're already on here, but still.
BRITSMASH on YouTube. Just type in BRITSMASH and you'll find it, and you will see her great videos.
Your videos are good too, Jordan. Don't.
Thanks. Peace out, guys. Bye.